friends of Skele Vader, and
Ho,
welcome
ho, ho.
welcome
Sorry.
to our holiday frenzy episode of Toy Frenzy. How's it going, Bobby and Oz?
Not too bad, not too bad, you guys. We got
I'm
Ozzy
excited.
Claus sitting over here,
I'm
all dressed
excited
up
to
and
be here with
festive.
everybody tonight. It's Ozzy Claus. What's
It's awesome.
up?
Ozzy Claus is bringing the holiday joy.
You know it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a hat. I don't own one, so I can't
Here.
be like you guys.
Here, I'll give you mine.
That's okay.
There you go.
I'll try to
Just
grab
pass it through.
I don't have
Is that
one.
a
Sorry.
crypt Santa hat now? You just pass it digitally through?
Yeah, that would be cool. We should have planned something like that.
Oh, yeah, that would have been neat, right?
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, if Bobby were to stay central in the bottom screen, I could do that.
Yeah.
And just give him a little Santa
Well,
hat
I'll
right in
have
the
to
middle of
sit
the
just
screen.
like this then,
Yeah,
right?
you have to
Is that
sit
what you're
like
saying?
that
So
for the rest of the
static?
show. You can't move.
All
Okay.
right. Here.
Well,
Are you ready to
good.
try this out? Let's try this out. Here we go. Bobby, I have something for you. I'm gonna just drop it down. I'm gonna drop this down into your box down there. Hey, all
Oh,
right.
look, it works.
The
That's
camera.
awesome. I wish I could get stuff like that all the time. Thanks, Skelly.
Yeah, me too.
Anybody
Oh my
else got
God.
something? What do you got, Oz? Can you throw something at me?
I don't know.
No snowballs, though. I don't want
Why
any
don't you try to
snowballs.
throw it up here? Throw it up
Oh
here.
yeah.
All right, ready? Oop, that
Oh,
didn't work.
wait, it changed into
Wondar.
Wondar. Wait a minute.
Right.
What's up with that? How did it
Is
become
that like that
Wondar?
Willy Wonka thing where you get 1,000 bits over and you passed over and then you turn into something smaller on the other side?
That's
Right?
right. That's right.
Oh man.
So
It
look,
almost worked. It
Yeah,
almost worked.
I screwed it up. I dropped it.
No, that wasn't it. I had a whole different figure. What do you mean you screwed it up?
Well, I don't know.
Well-
Maybe I set the wrong one.
Oz, I ordered Oz's for him because he couldn't get on there that day, and so I finally got our two CamoCons were stuck in Pennsylvania for like almost a week. It was really driving us crazy. We were watching the. I was sending him the images of our FedEx route, and he was just stuck there. And then
That's right.
finally it showed up, and I put it in the mail as soon as I could. It's supposed to show up on Ozzy's doorstep on Christmas Eve. So
Christmas Eve. We'll see.
fingers crossed, Saturday.
That'd be nice.
That would
That's
be
right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll all know if it happens because I still go live on Saturday. So if it shows up, I will sit there and say, "Hey guys, it's here," but I can't open it.
we want to open these together and talk about them as soon as Ozzy gets his.
That's right. It's a tradition to open up our Mattel Creations toys together on this channel since we went through. Well, you know what? Actually, you guys want to go ahead and get into that while we're still waiting for some guests to arrive?
For sure. Well, we've got people in the chat too. What do you
right.
want to get into?
So
let's say
for
hello to-
everybody who's in the chat tonight, you guys have seen this on other shows like Geek Dad Life and Toy Anxiety, where they like to do giveaways. And we like to give back too. We just haven't really done so yet, and we've been
Mhm.
figuring out how it works. So tonight, we will be dropping a link into the chat for everybody to go ahead, add their names to the wheel. And then at the end of the night, we're going to pick one lucky member. And Ozzy Claus is giving away a Wondar. Wondar is a very, very important, integral piece to the Toy Frenzy story. It's part of the lore. That's how the show started. Our very first episode was myself doing the unboxing and the review of Wondar. Couple months went by. Skelly got his Wondar to unbox. Then we did Grizzlore together. And now Bobby has his CamoCon. Skelly's got his. And when I receive my CamoCon, all three of us are going to open it together. And we'll be opening yet another Mattel Creations exclusive together, because that's just kind of become a tradition here
Yeah,
at Frenzy.
yeah, for sure.
Yes, it has.
Yep.
So I'm excited about the giveaway because it's our first
Yeah, me
time
too.
doing it. Oz has figured out the technology. It's going to be a blast. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun.
All right.
Cheers. Sorry, Bobby. What you said? Cheers. Cheers to that.
I stumbled my words, so it doesn't matter.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Yeah,
I
Cheers.
got my happy face here.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. So we've got of course we've got crapping on your Kringle Krampus gamer bud is our first first comment in the chat. Hello, Frosty Vader, Frost Lord cometh, jolly Saint Ozma Claus, blushing Bobby the boozing bastard elf, and guests collecting classic reindeer figurines your grandma doesn't want, and the chat.
And geez.
That's a lot.
That is
Well,
a lot.
Thank you, Gamer Bud. Good to see you here. I'm glad you're here as usual. And we've got, let's see, but this is also really exciting because one of our patrons, Motu Origins Corp,
yes.
is here. And so this is a big deal. We're really excited to have Motu Origins Corp here.
That's right.
It's like, what did you say, Bob? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah, it'd be 2:40 in the morning over at his house.
Yeah, that's rough. But
What's up, Cork? Nice
yeah,
to
we're
have you
really
here.
happy to have you.
I can't believe he showed up for tonight. It's such an honor to finally have you here in one of our lives. Thank you for being here.
That's right. And Master Versal Toy Hunters here. Merry Christmas there, sir, and season's greetings to you and the family.
Eldor, all the way from Eternia with us, man.
Exactly.
That's right. And Hillian Dread is here, chiming in with King Hiss and Thunder Punch He-Man shipped last night. Hopefully they will arrive in time for his birthday on the 30th. Oh, that's very cool.
That's fantastic. Awesome.
Happy early birthday.
Turning 36. That makes me feel old.
Oh,
That makes me feel very old.
Well, I'll just keep my mouth shut.
It's okay. It's okay. Bobby and I are the oldest ones here, and we're just used to that. That's just the way it is.
It's the way it rolls.
And age shouldn't matter, right? Age should not.
Nope.
Matter.
Age shouldn't.
Nope. I still feel like I'm 16.
Yeah.
There you go.
And this toy collecting and Masters of the Universe community and everything that's happening in this world, in the toy community world right now, is really making me feel like I'm 16 too. Making me feel younger than I'm 16.
Yeah.
I agree. Like
16 with back pain. Let's not go too far.
Yeah, well,
16 with back pain.
Get up in the morning. Yeah. I don't feel like it in the morning, but after I get up, I feel 16.
Sounds like Rice Krispies as I get out of bed.
Oh, yeah,
I've got back pain, knee pain, and ears ringing all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah.
Playing drums my whole life, man.
Playing
I can't
music.
get rid of it.
That's right. Going to loud shows.
Yep.
I thought this is never. Yeah, it won't affect me later on. It won't affect me later on. And then,
I'll be fine.
Wear your earplugs.
yes,
I tell that to my son. Wear your
That's right.
earplugs.
That's right, kids. Wear your earplugs.
Playing in bands half my life, it killed my ears.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we got Hillian Dread, Master Versal Toy Hunter. Hey, we got Ray Black here. Good to see you, Ray.
Hey, Black. Excellent. Glad to have you here.
And we've got Thanos Copter. Great to see you here.
It's just not a toy frenzy without all you guys being here.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's great that they show up every week. It's awesome.
So many of these folks have been here since the very, very beginning, and it's so great that you're still with us. Duchess of Darkness, great to see you. Welcome back.
Hello, Duchess.
Hey, Duchess. Oh, man. Some crazy stories last night on Wicked Wednesday.
Yeah, they were great.
Y'all have not taken a chance to listen to that yet, please go give it a listen and a like. Oh, my God.
If you're not in the holiday mood yet, that'll get you there.
Yep.
It'll get you something, that's for sure.
Joe Amato, hey, good to
Joe
see
What's up,
you.
buddy? Nice to have you here again.
Yeah, very nice.
See,
to have you.
he's starting to stalk me, I think is what it is. I can't
Well-
get away from him. I'm just teasing.
No,
I'm just teasing.
listen, who wouldn't want to stalk Blushing Bobby?
I hope not. Don't stalk me, please. It makes me feel weird. I had someone play a joke on me like that once because
Oh,
my friend's sister, she had a crush on me, and I turned her down for a date because I didn't want to date her because she was my friend's sister,
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah.
didn't want to ruin my friendship with him.
Right.
So they
right,
played
sure.
this joke on me, calling me up at the house, saying that
Oh.
they saw me walking here and going there and all this other stuff. It freaked the hell out of me. Then all of a
Oh,
sudden,
no.
I got a letter in the mail, and it was a pair of panties.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh, how did they find my address? And I'm like freaking out. Well, then my buddy finally told me after like 3 months that it was his sister. It pissed me
They made
off.
you. You
Three,
were
three
supposed to-
months I got scared. I'm walking into work because I was working at the movie theater at the time. I was young. I was what,
Yeah.
20 or 20 years old, 20, 21, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around like getting out of my car because she would say what I dressed like because he worked with me. So she knew where I was and what I looked like. And I'm just pissed.
oh,
You probably.
So
had
I don't
those.
like being stalked.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
We
Goofy
got.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got out of that situation. First of all, figuring out that it was a joke, or finding out that it was a joke, but also not without an ulcer, and
No,
with
no.
everything intact.
Oh yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Ronald Embry, good to see you.
Donald, so good to have you here.
Joe Amato, can you throw that figure to me through the screen? Oh, this is back when we were tossing the figures back and forth. Man, I wish we could. I wish we could.
It'd save us so much on shipping anything.
Yeah. And we got Nolan
Yeah,
here.
right.
I know, right? I think that's the next step, right? And as Masters of the Universe Joe said last time, like maybe with Cryptoys becoming, if that becomes a popular thing, that's how people will just digitally shipping things to one another. I can't get on board with it, folks. I can't get on board.
Nope, not me either.
Yeah.
Me either.
Welcome, Nolan. Welcome, Nolan.
I'm willing to discuss what's going through people's minds, but I can't get behind it.
Yeah, it's difficult. Well, listen, we all grew up with plastic toys. I mean,
We did.
who's to say that the world of collecting won't change in a substantial way, right?
I'll say it now.
Sure.
It's just toy porn. How about that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That makes sense. But even then, it's not. Well, I guess you're right because this is digital versus tactile. So I
Exactly.
guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Can't touch it.
Can't touch it. Masters of the Mini Comics, a tribute.
Hey,
Great
guy.
to see you back. Hey. Oh, wait. Happy holidays. Hello, all. I've been so busy with editing my Thundercats crossover. Going to be amazing. Man, we are all really, really looking forward to that.
Me too. Yeah, big time. Big time.
Where's my Christmas Popeyes chicken Skele Vader? How did you know that I'm a huge fan of Popeyes chicken? I'm sorry I didn't send you your Christmas Popeyes chicken.
Look, little Nicky told us all straight. Popeye's chicken is effing awesome.
It sure is.
What
It
does
sure
effing
is.
mean?
I love that movie. That was a fun movie.
Let's see. We've got the chat is just blowing up, folks. I'm trying to see who else chimed in. We got anybody new popping in? Oh, yeah, we do. We've got Carol, guys. Oz's
Hey,
sister.
sis.
It's a whopping 5 degrees over there. I'm so sorry. That stinks. That stinks.
Yeah, I don't miss that whatsoever. It's
You know
been,
what? Send some of that
60s
cold
here.
over here so it can turn this rain to snow. It's been raining all day. We have a bunch of schools are closing early tomorrow because of all the rain. Like,
Yeah.
several of them were closed because of the whole Christmas break, but there is a lot that are closed just because, and to me that's kind of crazy, like what, for flooding, but I get it. Being on the Chesapeake Bay, flooding happens a lot around here. It's very
Right.
easy. So, things tend to shut down for it. It's a shame, but
Well, I have something to say really quick here. Off subject, apologies, but J Mac showing up made me think of this. Listen, Jay, I got to tell you, man, I freaked out yesterday because I actually went on to your Facebook to find out where you live because, or what part of the country you live in. Because yesterday when I was driving home from work, I drove by a car, and you'll never guess what the license plate said. J, the letter J, Mac, MAC, 77. I was like, I kept looking at the guy. I was like, is this J Mac 77? So then I had to go onto your Facebook page to see if you lived in California. Maybe it was you. But it was a California license. It was J Mac 77. I was freaking out. That was an amazing moment. And maybe it was you, Jay. Maybe it was you. But I'm happy you're here tonight.
That'd be wild.
Isn't that wild?
Right?
I was like, that's so weird. I'm going to skip ahead here. Oh, we got figuratively speaking here. Good to see you.
Excellent. Good to see ya.
Oh man, I love the pictures that you were posting on Instagram of your family trip. That looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that looked like a blast.
Yeah,
That looked
Really
like a
did.
blast.
for sure.
Nice
Very
to see.
jelly.
Nice to see.
And Blue Snaggle Rocker, James, good to see you back.
Hey, glad to have you.
Hey, James, send me that list of Origins figures that you're looking for. I'll keep an eye out for you. We were talking. He messaged me. He was looking for Origins figures. So yeah, let me know what you're looking for, man.
Nice.
And let's see. Scrolling through the chat is just exploding tonight. I love everybody's pals up in here,
Yeah,
right?
it's fun.
That's
it's a big
great.
family.
It's so cool. So cool. Scott Baker, hey, good to see you, Scott. Yes, awesome to see you here.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, glad to have you. All right, so everybody, we've mentioned everybody in here. They're going to continue to talk, and we'll get around to your comments too a little bit more later on. But
Yep.
We are waiting on our guests to show up. Mega J did mention that he might be running a little late. I just checked my messages, and I'm checking again. No messages yet from them, but I'm sure they'll pop in later. But if not, if they can't make it, that's okay.
Yep.
We'll
That's
forgive
right.
them, and we'll just have a blast talking about our stuff. So did you guys pick up anything this week?
Well, I didn't pick anything up per se, but Christmas came a little bit early.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So you all know I mostly just collect Origins, and as well as now I've gotten into a little bit of the Mythic Legions.
Yeah. You've got the Mythic Legions bug.
I do, because they're so good. And
It's hitting them hard.
Oh man. Well, this is a completely different line. And I was completely shocked by this. So I got a Christmas gift last night. It was actually sent to me by surprise. And I'd like to thank whoever did it, but I don't know. They didn't
wow.
leave any kind of return address. So I had like a secret Santa. But whoever it is knows me very well, or has at least heard me talk very openly about how much that I was a huge fan in the 90s of the X-Men storyline Age of Apocalypse. And I'm also a huge Wolverine fan. So they sent me Age of Apocalypse Marvel Legends Weapon X. See, in this timeline, he did not go by Wolverine. He went by Weapon X.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Cool.
when you have Weapon X in this timeline, Logan got the girl.
Man.
So they sent Jean Grey as well. She's not shown in there. And of course, it's Sugarman is the build-a-figure from this.
That's
And
amazing.
That's cool.
yes, but now I have the bug to go buy the rest of these lines
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, just these waves, just the
Right.
the one, two
Well,
waves.
you want to build
There's-
that figure, right?
Well,
You
there's
gotta
two
build that
Age of Apocalypse waves.
Yeah.
One of which is this one here where you can build Sugarman. The other one you build Colossus from Age of Apocalypse, which is
Yeah.
huge. And then on top of that, I actually had a Christmas gift from Ziggy where I finally now have my Savage He-Man Ular and Orko from
Nice.
Masterverse and the Sunman 3-pack.
Cool.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, so I got those. Those are a little further back there, and I can't really reach out to them. So,
Okay.
That's all right.
but these guys, oh man, I'm gonna end up opening these while we're on the show tonight and having
Yeah.
fun with them here. I'm still in the process of doing some stuff. I got this cool coupon code I'm trying to use on BBTS right now.
Ooh. And now, while you were looking for that, we have one of our guests showing up tonight. Let's give a round of applause for Mega J Retro. Good to see you here.
Hey,
Hey,
Mega J.
Hey guys,
How you doing?
what is
you
going
won't
on?
believe what just happened.
Oh, let's hear about it.
It's
It
we were
snowed in Canada.
yeah they were telling us about it, but I didn't think we'd get caught in it. So yeah, I was on the way back and yeah, it just hit us like a freight train. It's raining right now, so it's a mixture of snow and rain. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So anybody who lives on the northern east states knows what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah,
it can be pretty ridiculous. But
We were just
how
talking-
is everybody? Sorry, I'm so late, guys.
That's
See,
all right.
I said
Yeah.
10 o'clock, right?
You said
Yeah.
that, which of course, is about
Which is-
accurate considering
He's
how
5
late
minutes
I
early.
always am.
Yeah,
I
5
did
minutes
say 10.
early,
I
exactly.
did say 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Five
I'm just
minutes
gonna put this
early.
away. I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
All right, cool. So, Bobby, did you get anything?
No, I
This
have
week?
not received anything this week.
Yeah.
No. Empty.
Yeah, I didn't get anything this week either, but last week I got something. I didn't get a chance to show it during last week's show, but I did find something when I was out Christmas shopping for other people, and I found a little something for myself. This Spider-Man, this version of Spider-Man is the second version of the 3.75-inch Marvel Legends, and he's got like the very navy blue, almost black, along with the red. I've always loved those colors on Spider-Man, and I love his little webs between his body and his arm there. But I did have this. I had this pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, and then I was like, nah. I'll if I'm gonna put anything on pre-order Big Bad Toy Store, it's gonna be Masters, and so I took it off. And then I found him in the store, so I was really excited to find him on the shelf because I never see Spider-Man on the shelf from this particular line. So I was really stoked to find him.
Yeah, you guys are so festive. I feel like I need to be festive too. So
there you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby's all vanilla. It's okay.
That's all right.
Bobby's got Godzilla. The Godzilla.
Yeah, vanilla Godzilla.
Hey,
Yeah.
when Godzilla comes to town, isn't that a holiday thing?
Vanilla Godzilla.
That-
Exactly.
Definitely a holiday. Don't you hear how everybody just screams and yells and they're so
Yeah.
excited, running around like crazy
That's right,
whenever he
exactly.
shows up?
Yeah, when Godzilla comes to town, everybody's happy.
So Jay,
Blue Oyster Cult gets excited about it.
we just sort of like went around and talked about things we may have found this week or things we may not have found this week. Did you happen to find anything cool you want to show off this week, or? Oh, sorry.
Okay. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, we were right now in that particular segment of our show. Like, what do we pick up?
All right. I mean, like, well, okay. So, early Christmas present for many Motu fans, if you can afford it. I don't know if you guys did it. Okay, so first of all, did anybody order the Mondo stuff at all, or is that just out of the price range?
Out of the price range.
No. Okay. So big
Still waiting
news
for
for
Trapjaw.
big news for everybody who hasn't. Oh, Bobby, you ordered one.
No, I'm waiting for Trapjaw to come out.
Oh, you went for Trapjaw. Okay, so
yeah,
big
I want
news
that
for
D-span.
okay. So big news for anybody who did order some of the Mondo stuff. Obviously, we got She-Ra earlier in the year. Notices have started going out that He-Man, the deluxe He-Man, is shipping now. Actually, so if anybody did order that deluxe He-Man, guys, some of you might be able to get your Deluxe He-Man, which includes He-Man with his original straps. It includes Thunder Punch He-Man, and it also includes Battle Armor He-Man. So that's three He-Mans in one. So that's going to be huge. And She-Ra's already shipped. Me personally, there hasn't been much. Scott Baker's already got his He-Man. Congratulations!
Wow. Awesome.
Holy crap!
Well,
It moves.
Scott, it must be
awesome.
very nice.
It moves. Oh,
Yeah.
It's incredible! Oh my gosh!
Scott was good
It
this
better.
year.
It better be incredible. It's what is it? $300. Close to $300. You gotta get close. You gotta get closer to his head. You gotta get closer to his head.
I'm working on it. Okay, it's a little hard to do.
Come on, man.
All right.
What are you waiting for?
So no, I know. Keep moving. So no Motu stuff, unfortunately. My Cobra Con is coming in. My Camel Con is coming in.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. Did you guys receive your Camel Cons yet?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
Yep.
Yep.
Skelly find
There we go.
our camel
How'd you get it
cons,
back?
and he has
You threw it to me.
That's cool. And
So yeah, Oz will be getting his on Christmas Eve, hopefully.
there you go. But I can show off some stuff which I just went hunting. That's actually where I was. So I can
Cool.
go. I can show you what a naughty boy I've been because I haven't been picking up my pre-orders. Then again, I consider myself a victim of the pre-order apocalypse. The pre-order apocalypse has hit everybody, and I am a victim of the pre-order apocalypse. You had it. It was right there.
I don't, man. It's gonna make me laugh.
You should have just left it. You should have just left it on there. It was great, Bobby. Just go with it. Just go with it. So I can show you. My Mondo He-Man is in a UPS truck. It says it'll be here by 9 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Don't twitch too hard. You don't want that permanent twitch. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Also,
So I can show you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can show you guys what Santa left me at different stores in various locations.
Yeah,
let's see. Okay, so this is to be perfectly honest with you, this is mostly it's a G.I. Joe / Marvel Christmas right now. I was hoping it would be more Motu, but unfortunately, you get what you can get, right? So
That's
all right.
Yeah.
So
you did it, Oz.
I had to shrink it up a little bit more so it fit better.
Oh man, that's funny.
It works. Bobby, just go with it.
I gotta sit like this the whole night.
Yeah,
That's all right. You're gonna have such a crick in your neck by the time we're done.
Hey, it's the abominable.
That's my festiveness right there. I'll have him sit here.
Hey, now, yes, Bobby, can you leave him in the frame because that is a beautiful abominable snowman.
That's a bumble. It's a bumble. It's a big bumble.
It does
He's
bounce
a
too.
big bumble.
Oh man, that thing's amazing.
He's a big bumble. Wow.
I had to pull it out, man. I had this for years, and I just thought
He's
about
still-
it today.
He is awesome. Honestly,
Yeah, he's
can't
beautiful.
go wrong. Can't go wrong with early Rankin and Bass. You cannot go.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Go wrong.
Yep.
All right.
It's funny too. You have that, and one of my old roommates, Ziggy, he actually has Cornelius
Oh,
Really?
cool.
with the pickaxe and everything.
That's
It's like this
cool.
old plushie. Wow, it's so old too.
That is awesome. That is
Bobby
awesome.
just won. Yeah, Bobby wins.
I won something.
Bobby
You got
just-
one dar. We're shipping it to Bobby. He cheated everybody.
Does it come with any of the dogs?
No, it was
No?
just him.
No dogs. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, so at my first stop, which was spoiler, they're all GameStops. So my first stop, which was GameStop, all of these things just landed on my lap. I spent you guys don't know want to know how much I spent today. You
Sure.
can probably
How
figure it
much
out.
did you
by-
spend?
No, you know what? It's gonna be a game. Who can guess the closest? Okay.
Okay.
And to make it
Okay.
harder, it's Canadian dollars. All right. So you guys can try to figure this out.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So first thing out of the bag, out of Santa's big bag of coal. No, actually, it's a bunch of toys. We all know it.
Yeah.
All right. From the land of misfit toys.
Yes.
From the land of misfit toys, we get Yellow Suit
Hey.
Wolverine. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
These guys have started showing up here like crazy. Like they're just going nuts.
This is one of my favorite
Krampus is close.
Wolverines.
He's not. No, that's actually pretty far. No.
How about this?
I did not. I did not. So, but you know what, Krampus, don't Master Verse. Oh, okay. No, that's crazy. That would be ridiculous.
300 US.
That would be ridiculous.
Oh man.
The second one, and we're going on the theme here, guys. We're going on the theme here.
Yeah.
Is Long Shot.
Nice.
For all you guys, Long Shot.
Yeah, that's cool.
All you classic Uncanny X-Men.
Hey, you know what? It's a very, very Marvel Legendy type day.
I was about to say that it's very superhero-ish.
Look at that.
These were my gifts.
Look at that. You can build sugar. Are you going to build Sugar Man?
Masters back into
don't-
There you go.
There you go.
I didn't get all the pieces yet. Somebody, I don't even know who, sent me these. They showed up yesterday. And
You don't know who?
it was just Weapon X and Jean Grey, because they know I absolutely love that. Like,
It's a
this
Secret
is
Santa.
clearly from somebody who knows me well.
Yeah. You got a Secret Santa, Oz.
I did, like
You
a
got a Secret
real Secret Santa. I was kind of paranoid because they knew my address too.
There you go. That's kind of scary.
Secret
That's
admirer.
what I'm saying.
You got a stalker Santa.
Yeah, no more
And,
stalkers.
No more
And to round off the X-Men game,
Yes.
this was the one. This is the one that everyone wanted. Like, seriously, like there's only one other one who really wants in this line. But yeah, we got Spiral. Spiral.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This is honestly, she could be figure of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not
She's
joking.
definitely up there.
She could be figure of the year. Like, seriously, the armatures, and I can say that. I didn't think I'd ever say that in an action figure. The armatures are ridiculous. Like, she's got 6 arms. It's but the value. She's the exact same cost as the other figures, and look how much value she comes with.
Yeah.
I mean, she comes with a crap ton of
All
accessories.
those.
that sword
Now,
is
my
beautiful.
thing, what I
Which one?
absolutely love about that
Oh,
Spiral
yeah,
figure,
the gold one. Sorry, Oz, I interrupted you.
no, is it's they fixed what they did with the 6-armed Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Like, he had the 6 arms, but they were vestigial, basically. They were useless.
they were useless. They couldn't really be posed. These can be every single one of these can be completely posed.
Fully
amazing.
articulated 6-armed action figure.
I'm a huge fan of Marvel vs. Capcom and X-Men Children of the Atom, so
Okay.
I had to get her. Like, she was just a must. And now I have to track down a cheap Mojo because he's not cheap. He's not cheap at all. So that does it for the Marvel section. And then I lied at Toys R Us. This is I don't know if you can see that just from that, but I basically went hunting like crazy for these. This was my I hunted like nuts. And if you guys are G.I. Joe collectors, you know why I was hunting these. All right,
Yeah.
so let's get the usual suspects out of the way. First one out of the bag is Zarana.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
very cool.
Yeah,
Saw
Zarana's
her
a
in the today.
great figure.
Yeah.
You always gotta like the Dreadnoks.
I am
Absolutely.
definitely pumped for her.
Dreadnoks are
That's
amazing.
amazing.
And she comes in
Dreadnoks
2 different
are-
hairstyles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, 2 different hairstyles. One is a more anime-inspired hair, and
Yep.
the other one's more classic. Very,
Yeah.
very cool. I'm not a fan. I think a lot of people are kind of turned off by the anime illustrations. I am not.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on them. I love anime, but I don't know. It doesn't work in this case.
Yeah, I
Well,
would say
it's
it doesn't
also-
work for G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see the traditional hair,
Yeah.
Kenzo Collections, welcome. We all
Hey,
miss
what's
Toys
going
R
on?
Us.
Hey Kenzo, what's going on?
I don't. I used to work there, so I don't miss it.
That's
Okay.
true.
Funny you should mention that, Bobby. These next few, these weren't on the floor. So Bobby, here's a story for you. So these weren't on the floor, and I was looking around like crazy because there were rumors that they were in the store, because like there's hunter groups and everything, and I was
Yeah.
like, crap, I must have missed them all, right? So then all of a sudden, someone taps me on the shoulder, right, and I'm like, and this will happen to you guys eventually, but basically, like people recognize. I don't know how, but they recognize me anyway. somebody taps me on the shoulder, and it's actually one of my friends, Wes. He was working there. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh,
I said,
cool.
"Wes, when did you get a job here?" He's like, "Oh, it's a seasonal position." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome, dude." And then he
Nice.
goes, "Yeah, are you looking for something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for Joe's." He goes, "Oh, I know which ones you're looking for." He literally leaves me, like runs to the back, and I'm sitting there just waiting. And yeah, he comes back and brings literally all these Joes he brought
Oh,
to me,
man.
and he's like, "These are the last ones, Jay." I'm like, "Oh crap!" so here we go. So he brought me these two, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." So right now, everyone's hunting these, and I don't want to make too many people jealous, but here we go. 2 Python Patrol
Oh, wow.
officers. Yeah,
Nice.
2 Python Patrol officers, not just
Very
one. 2.
Yeah, everybody in the Joe groups is hunting those guys.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, basically anything that goes to anything that's a Target exclusive ends up here. At
You
Toys
guys
R Us.
send Wes a Christmas card. Draft says send Wes a Christmas card.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wes to bat for me for a couple of times. You just never know. And then another very sought after figure that a lot of people have been hunting for a while is Recondo from Tiger Force.
Oh,
Very
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think I've actually seen anybody with him from the wild yet.
No, not
It's crazy.
yet. That's the first time seeing it in the box.
Yep.
Nice.
Very cool.
And so those were all fun, but the prize for today. God, hey, stop it! I'm not going to lie about this. The prize for today wasn't any of those. Believe it or not, the prize today wasn't any of those. The prize for today is this guy, who people just will hoard this guy like no tomorrow. You better if you ever come across this guy, you grab him because he's not going to last. He's just not. It's the Crimson Guard from
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No one, you're never going to see this guy. Honestly, never.
I haven't seen him.
He's never going to see this guy. Whenever somebody sees him, he's gone. Like that's.
Yep.
I honestly thought that would be the case with Crocmaster because he's such a special, unique character, but he's sitting on the
He's
shelf.
so
No,
expensive.
it's the price.
Yeah.
Yep.
They priced him out of
that's
they priced him out of the market. It doesn't make any. I get it. He's got Fiona. He's got a bunch of little
Yeah.
Crocs, but you know, think about it. These guys are what these guys are what $22, $23 now, right?
He's $42.
And then he's close to $35. It's ridiculous. It's just.
That's the only reason I avoided him because he's way too expensive. So what'll happen is he'll go on clearance eventually. We just have to keep a lookout.
He's on clearance here. On my last video, he was up here. He's $60 up here. Don't drop your jaws. He's $60 up here. Okay, and he just dropped down to $38.99. So
wow.
yeah. So people are picking them up now, but it's not fast enough. There are on average 6 on the shelves, and that's average. I've seen 20. I've seen 20 big boxes on the shelves. Just crazy.
Brick Something's here. Good to see you. Welcome back.
What's up, Brick?
Yeah.
Excellent. Brick had a
going on,
busy
Brick?
weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
So let's go around the horn. Bobby, what's your guess? How much did I spend today? How much did I spend?
Oh,
Yeah.
In Canadian. So let's
Canadian.
Let's
Let me see.
Let's help you out.
It's
I got 3
73
X-Men
cents
classics.
American to $1, by the way.
Three X-Men classics on classic cards, and Jesus, 5 GI Joes. So
5. Okay.
no counting on your toes. That's cheating.
No, I don't use my toes.
Fingers only.
I'd say in Canadian
That's
it would
what he said.
be. I'm just gonna round it off. Say 250.
250. Okay, I'll announce who's closest afterwards. Oz, what's your guess?
All right, so you got a total of 7 figures.
Yes, eight figures.
Okay. Average price of those figures is about, I want to say about $30 average for American. So
Yeah.
That's too much. Oh, you're talking about average.
Average across all 7. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit more close to 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
closer to 25. Yes, that's
25
the number you're
per.
close to. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and that's what 175 American and
No toes, man.
I'd say pretty close to about 220 Canadian.
220. Okay, so Bobby's was 250, and you're doing 220. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, Skell. What do you think? What do you think, Skell?
I'm with Ray, 300.
Ray, where's Ray? Oh, Raya. Okay, Ray. I thought
Yeah.
Ray was in the. I thought Ray was in the chat. 300. Okay, so just so you guys know, and not to shock everybody, we have 13% sales tax here in Canada.
See, I didn't think about that.
13% sales tax. So, Bobby, yours was 250. Oz,
Yeah.
you were 220,
Yeah.
and Skelly, you were 300.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Were there any other guesses in the chat? Was there anybody who wanted to
Yeah,
throw
we've
in?
got 300.
Nolan, okay. Nolan and Rhea are Canadians, so they've got a bit of an insight here. So Nolan
Okay.
says 340.
I'm looking
Anybody
at
else?
Rhea
Rhea says 300. Okay. Krampus says 3 cents each, but that's an inside joke.
This isn't Castle Grayskull.
I know exactly. Kenzo says 315. Ooh, Kenzo says 315. Okay. Is Kenzo from Canada? I don't know if he is. I thought anybody else?
No, he's not Canadian,
Oh,
but
that's it.
No, he's in Colorado.
So Skelly, you and Rhea said 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Nolan said 340. I thought there were some previous guesses at the top. Were there not some?
Yeah, I think there were.
Scroll back up. Take a look.
Oh yeah, here we go. 365 Canadian Gamer Bud. Moti Origin 120 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
Raya's first guess was $36.
Well, that was before I started pulling out of the bag, I think.
I like
That's
giraffes.
right.
Whoa!
Yes, there you go.
Yes. Giraffe wins. Giraffe wins. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
All right.
close.
So
Master Versal said 300 US.
300 US. No, 300 US. No. No guess, but I'd pay higher taxes for healthcare. I hear you, Bricks.
Yeah, we all hear you.
Okay, so out of the three of you, the closest was Skelly. Skelly was the closest out of the three of you. So 300 was the guess, and the closest to the actual guess was Kenzo. 315. Kenzo is the winner as the closest. The actual number was $316.40. It was
wow.
It was an expensive day. It was a very, very expensive day.
But an exciting day. You got a lot of good stuff.
Rhea is correct. For most of the Joes, they were actually for two of the Joes, they were 36. At Toys R Us, they are 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the exclusive stuff.
They got that
45.
Toys R Us tax. I'm glad to see that's still a thing.
Toys R Us.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Working for them, they always said, "How can we better our store? Like make coupons or something." There's no sales or anything. They would just never. We don't want to hear that. We just want to know how to better our store.
So there's a funny thing that Bobby's got all the ins, right? The only reason I bought these, well, not the only reason why, but the reason I bought them today was because I had a coupon which expires on the 24th for $20 off if you spend $100, and that's the only reason why I went out today in the snow. So Bobby wins today. Bobby's got all the insight.
I'm all right. I got the better weather, so I guess I win.
And I love you for it. God, I wish I had the sunny skies. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't know how it's been in Arizona, Bobby, but it's been cloudy and gloomy here in Central California, and for us, it's been pretty cold. But I know that's nothing compared to anybody else.
Today's high was 65 and sunny. So,
man,
we get clouds maybe 5 days a year.
Are you serious? All right, Bobby. I know where I'm staying when we're going to go to Mattel Adventures Park, man.
Just don't come in the summer.
I know exactly where we're going.
Oh,
Yep.
you'll in the summer though, Jay. You'll probably
It's
overheat.
hot. I'm used to it now, but it is hot.
I'd rather be hot than cold, you guys. You know,
But it is a dry heat, like Hicks
Yeah,
was
it's
saying
It's a lot
aliens,
better
so-
than the humidity.
yes.
Yeah,
You can
humidity. I can't handle humidity. Even when it's like
I'm with
10%, it bothers me.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that park opening, man. I'm real excited. I'm real excited
too.
to see what's going on over there.
Yeah, I
I
drove
am
by it
super stoked.
today, and I'm gonna drive by it again tomorrow because I'm gonna go to a toy shop tomorrow, and it's on the way over there. It's
They
still
got a
just
live feed going. You can actually watch it and
Yeah.
watch the people. You can watch people stealing, building equipment. In real time.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
I've been
lot of
checking
that
Are
on
you
out
it.
sure
that
that's
feed.
not coming together in Baltimore?
Yeah. Midwest has a massive cold front blowing through. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Well,
don't
that's
miss
coming
that.
here this weekend. We're getting that this weekend, but unfortunately, we're getting all the rain now, which means we're going to miss all the fun snow, and it'll just ice everything over for the next couple of
Yeah,
days.
That's the
stinks.
worst.
And if any of you folks are going to be traveling, be very, very careful
Yeah.
traveling.
Definitely be safe.
Be
I'm
safe.
right. I'm ahead of you guys. I'm way ahead of you. It's already here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, it's been raining all day. Like I said, they were closing schools around for flooding today because of how much rain we're
Wow.
getting right now. And because we're just on the other sides of the mountains act as a buffer. So all like the cold hits the mountains first, which keeps our side warmer. So everything that they get snow on the other side, by the time it crosses over to us, becomes rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get cheated.
Carol says that the 12-foot skeleton doesn't come down in this weather. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, don't mess
Stays
around
up
with that.
all year.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What do you mean you got cheated? What did you get cheated by?
I want snow.
You want? No, you don't. You don't want
do
snow.
too.
No,
I
you
love the
don't.
snow.
No, you don't.
Y'all
I
ever seen
used
that
to.
picture of the bear that's running through the snow and it's got all the snow all over? That was me. They took a picture of me.
I can send you that 6 months of the year. I can send that to you anytime.
Please.
I remember taking my Hoth, place it out, and put it in my backyard and playing with snow with all my little Star Wars
Yes.
figures. That was always
Absolutely.
fun.
That was the thing. So I grew up in the mountains, in the foothills right above the Central Valley. So we would get snow like maybe twice a year. So when it happened, it was a real celebration. But that, Empire Strikes Back was huge when I was a kid. And so I'd go out there and play in Hoth, essentially.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, Motu Origins Cork from Ireland. Can you in the chat let us know what weather's like over there for you? We'd like to know what the weather's like for you over there in Ireland right now. So
Got
there
it
we
cold. Definitely cold.
Yep. Houston was in the 60s today, just like Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll be in the teens when he wakes up tomorrow. Yep. Whew.
That's kind of how it works. Yeah.
Yes.
I used to be able to handle that, but no more.
Brick, something we are not. California folks are not allowed to talk about the weather. It's true. We get in trouble every time we say it's cold. Every time.
Do you know what's weird about Arizona? If it starts to rain, it's all over the news.
Yeah.
You got people out there chasing the rain. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. It's like the biggest weather news day is when it rains.
A couple of years ago, it started snowing down in Georgia, and it snowed like maybe an inch to a half inch, and it shut the whole state down.
Yeah, they don't have any like snow plows or nothing like that. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Everybody here in Maryland was all like laughing because they didn't know what to do with the snow. And mind you, I'm like, who are y'all laughing? Y'all can't drive in the snow, and we get a good, decent snow every couple of years. Y'all don't know what to do in the snow. Y'all act like idiots out there. Who are you picking on these people for?
Yeah.
It's like they got no idea what to do with snow. We have no excuse. We have snow removal budgets and everything.
That's right.
And everybody gets, then watch anybody from Baltimore or anything like that's going to be riding me for days after making that comment. But it's true.
You guys
apparently it's sunny in Eternia for Eldor. Lucky you, Eldor.
Yeah, it's summertime out
Oh,
that way. Yeah, my sister lives down in Melbourne, so I know what he's going through over there.
Yeah. As a fellow Wisconsinite, how dare you talk about the weather? That's hilarious.
I could talk about it because I don't live in it no more.
That's right.
Until the summer, then I keep my mouth shut. I don't. I always, text my friends back home. I always send them like clips of what the weather shows. It's like, man, -3 today. It's
Yeah.
like it's 57 is the low. And they're like, shut up. So it's always fun.
Well, all this
right.
weather talk has me really getting in the spirit for the holidays. So,
Yeah.
what do y'all want to let's talk about the holidays, folks. Like, what memories do you have? What fond memories do you have of Masters of the Universe as kids, sitting around the Christmas tree or what have you, opening presents, Masters of the Universe, or anything really, GI Joe. Uh, uh, do you have any particular fond memories of gift opening around the holidays?
I don't.
I'll start it off. Since everybody else is being all quiet, I'll start it off.
Nope.
So I mean, I've talked about it. If everybody watched Power of Eternia and they
That's
watched,
right.
uh, us talk about fond holiday memories of growing up and everything, is Carol and I, we all used to actually play He-Man and She-Ra together. And
Yeah.
that was always fun getting our new toys and actually playing that together. And again, I've shared on here the pictures of like my dad getting down on the floor and helping me build Battle Bones and Spidor, and helping build the Castle Grayskull, and it was really really a very fond memory. And it wasn't just Motu. Like, he helped out when I got into Ninja Turtles, and I
Yeah.
had those, and I had a lot of fun with that. And it's those few memories of, especially of my dad getting down and playing with the toys with me, that I do really, really cherish about growing up. And again, my sister, same thing. Oh man, she had this hideous Beetlejuice toy. Do you guys remember the Beetlejuice toy? The head
Yeah.
spun around and it
Yes.
had the pull cord and it talked and it had all the lines from the movie. That thing is
Absolutely.
god awful and atrocious. My sister and I,
Love
she
it.
got it one year for Christmas and played with it for hours on end
Love that
because it
thing.
was so freaking.
Carol, I'm with you. Carol, I'm with you. I love that thing. When I saw, I had a friend who had that. I was like, dang, that's so cool. But I get it. You know what I loved about listening to you on Power of Eternia podcast, talking about your experience, Oz, was how you and your sister didn't get along, and how you were able to bond over He-Man and She-Ra around the holidays. And that to me is like,
Yeah.
that was super
That's good.
touching from
Yep.
that episode.
Yep.
Pull cord. That's right. That's right, Carol.
Yeah. God, that thing was god awful, but we had so much fun with it.
I remember the Beetlejuice toys with they were all based off of the scenes in the movie,
Yeah.
and they all had a likeness to Michael Keaton, but they were disgusting. Like he had the skewer. You'd actually stick skewers through his body.
Oh my god, it was
Really?
awful.
Yeah, it was just
Amazing.
like as
So
I
a
don't
kid.
recall those toys at all. I don't remember seeing those
Oh yeah,
anywhere.
they were everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember I had them all over the place. Yeah, the one with the spinning head, the one with the shrunken head. Like there was so much great stuff. It was
fantastic.
yeah.
I love those figures. I was thinking about going on eBay and looking up those Beetlejuice figures, because they have cool play features, very similar to the Ghostbusters like play features. The toilet that opens up and the eyeballs that pop out and all that stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
I'll have to
love
check
those
those out.
Ghostbusters toys.
I'll look them up and see what they look like because I don't recall them at all. I don't remember
I
ever
don't
seeing
remember.
those before.
I feel like Playmates made them, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think you may be right. It may have been Playmates. I know they also had like Beetlejuice had like a slime pit or like a coffin place set thing.
Yeah.
That was really,
Yeah.
really
Really?
cool.
That's right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I loved them.
How about you guys, Bobby, Jay? Any significant memories of the holiday season and toys?
Oh, I could talk for hours, Bobby. What you wanna take?
Yeah,
A
I could go real quick. I talked about the '82 one. That, I
Yeah.
got most of the Masters toys, and I've talked to my last episode on Power of Attorney. I talked about the one when I played with my brother for the first time with Masters of the Universe and things like
Yeah.
that. But the day, I always like getting it. Those 2 years were really good. But I remember, like after Christmas, going over to my friend's house the next day, and all of us, we had like 10 friends on the block. We all go to his house. We run upstairs and play with all his toys, and everybody brought theirs. And we just had like this fest of Masters of the Universe toys. Because he got Snake Mountain and he got, the Rotan and all the other figures, most of them. So it was a lot of fun to go over there and just play with all our buddies. You go outside and play in the snow, but we got cold and go up upstairs and just hang out and do that or play Atari, So it was always a fun time. It was good at that point in time for us to be playing with Masters toys. It was we had a lot of friends and it was a lot of fun. And that was because I didn't get a lot of toys, when I was younger. So it was good to play with it, all of us together and have a lot of fun with that. So that was mine.
That's something I think. Not that it's missing. I think kids still play with each other.
Yeah.
But it's more connected. They're more connected. You know what I mean? They have devices to connect them now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I remember like going to a friend's house and disappearing for like 4 hours.
Oh
and
yeah.
And your parents didn't even care. They didn't.
No.
They had
Nah, it
no
wasn't an issue.
worries.
I had to be home when the street lights came on.
Exactly.
That was my thing.
It was not a concern. It was a different time. You know what I mean? It really. I hate to say it that way, as if it's, it actually is there, but it was. But you know what? And I hate to say this. I really do. This is what I actually do hate saying. We didn't know. Like it was actually a time of innocence. There were things happening to other people that we just didn't know. But you know what?
Yeah.
It was that time where a kid could be a kid, and I loved it, man. Like it was great. Like listening to your story about it. That's awesome. So this could take a while. I'm just kidding. Wake up, Bobby. Wake up. Realistically, I have so many crazy memories of Christmases, but I think one of my fondest ones, the two that stick out the most. The first one will be this one came after. I'll talk about the next one because it's something we all share. But the first Christmas that really comes to mind for me is when Santa. We lived in an apartment building, and I used to ask my dad and my mom. I was like, "How's Santa supposed to come in if there's no chimney?" Right? That was the big thing for me. I was always asking them the same question, and they're like, "Oh, he has a way of getting in." I'm like, "Okay," right? And I'm always that kid who wanted to stay up and wait for Santa, but my parents were too smart for that. They knew that I'd fall asleep because I get too tired, right?
Yep.
I don't know what it is about being a kid, but eventually you just fall asleep, right? Yep. So yeah, my dad would carry me back to bed, and that was actually some of my biggest fondest memories, just like you guys, bonding with your parents. And I remember one Christmas, Dex and I. We ran into the living room because we were in a flat, right? An apartment, and our room was all the way at the end of the hallway, and we would run into the living room, and Santa wouldn't leave things under the tree; he'd leave them right at the couch for us to see it. And the great thing about Santa is he didn't bother wrapping our gift. He didn't bother wrapping our gifts. It was just a tiny little note at the little for each of us. And this Christmas, the first Christmas that I want to talk about, which is actually the further away from the first one, but Santa had dropped off Optimus Prime and Megatron, and we were absolutely through the roof for that one. And he left a little note saying, how my grades need to get better, and and how Dex is such a good boy, because Dex saved Christmas for me all the time because I could never get the good grades. Dex was always the one who knew how to get the grades. But yeah, that was absolutely crazy. We'd tear them open, no inbox collecting back then. There was no such thing, and we would tear them open and read the instructions, use the little red secret decoder, And yeah, it's just a magical moment. And yeah, my dad and my mom not so much. My mom wasn't really into it, but my dad would always sit with us, always. And he was into toys too, but not, you know, more like a fascination kind of idea. But with Transformers, he was very fascinated. It was like a Rubik's cube for him, and he had to transform for us because we didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So he had to transform it first, and that was the big thing for us. That was beautiful, and I remember that Christmas very well. But the most memorable Christmas for me was the year where Santa came and brought home not just one playset, but he brought home 2 freaking playsets. He brought home both Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain on the same day.
Wow.
We had just been playing with. We just been using cardboard boxes, you know what I mean, for our forts, right?
Absolutely,
because that's what you do. That's what you do when you're
definitely.
Right? That's what you do. But I guess Santa got tired of us, playing with those, and just brought us these 2 gigantic, massive play sets, and that was just absolutely mind blowing. Because I told this story in one of my videos where I went to my cousin's house, and that's the first time I saw Castle Grayskull, and it scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. But when you own it, it's a completely different story. Like it's just that magical moment. And oh my gosh, it was kind of funny because Dex got Castle Grayskull, and it was fun, right? You know, trap door, whatever. But I would not stop playing with that stupid microphone. I just kept like moaning and groaning, and
you're totally touching on the memory that I'm going to share. That's exactly it.
But you know what's weird about like my version? I don't know if this was the same with yours, Skelly. But my version, every time I shook the microphone, there'd be this little like something would happen. It would sound like something's creaking in the floors. I'm like, this is cool. And I just kept doing it. It was the funniest thing ever.
Me too. It was more fun to do that than to talk into it.
Yeah.
Mine does that still.
It made it sound like the whole place was creaking. It was crazy.
It's just that wire. It's the wire, that makes the rattle noise.
Reverb.
Yeah, but it's reverbing. It was reverbing so much,
right?
That it just sounded like it was making its own noises, and it was just a fun, crazy memory.
It's cool.
So much fun.
So great.
I'm gonna just touch on some of the comments in the chat because Ray chimed in. Happy holidays, guys! Super under the weather. So that's
right.
So hey, for folks that tuned in to catch Ray, he's not feeling too well. That's why he can't be here. Hey, we hope you feel better, Ray, and sorry you can't be here tonight.
Get better. Happy holidays.
Yeah, get better and happy
Glad
holidays.
You're stopping in though, man. Thank you for being here, even if you're not going live with us. And I really, really hope you feel better and have a Merry Christmas.
That's right, man. We'll chat with you over Instagram and wish you Merry Christmas. But yeah, we hope you feel better and sorry you couldn't be here tonight.
Yep.
But we understand. And I want to go back to this one. Blue Snaggle Rocker, he said, my best friend and I once logged a 13-hour action figure play marathon. I think that's phenomenal. I mean, all of us have either gone there or gotten close. So yeah, that's a long time. That's a full day, man. Yeah, that's cool. I know, Jay, you probably have multiple memories. Did you have any more you wanted to share?
I could go on forever. I mean, like, so here's one more because I don't want to hog the. I don't want to.
Yeah, I got one too as well.
Yeah.
I thought we were just talking Masters of the Universe, but I got one that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So one of the funnest thing is I would like my folks immigrated from the Philippines here, so we would bounce from house to house. So we lived with my cousins first, and we lived with my other cousins after, and when we were there, it was fun because they, their kids and our and my family would mingle, right? And one year, this was crazy because we got multiple presents from multiple people. It wasn't just Santa, but what happened was like they're like my cousins would give us presents and vice versa, and we would just have, like I said, it's a marathon of play, right? So one year we just got all these toys. We just started ripping them all open, and I got a GI Joe. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's an XT. I think it is. It's the one with the reverse wings, and it's got the shark face.
Oh yeah,
the plane. Yeah, I got that. But even though that was so much fun, I also got the Saturn robot. And I don't know if you guys remember what the Saturn robot is. it's like this robot which can walk, but it also has this feature where the leg stays still, but the torso goes around and around and around.
Yeah,
And it's got
I
a
remember that.
right.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a huge thing, and I love that thing. I still have it. I'm shocked. I found it the other day, and it's still got the missiles too. That's
amazing.
Shocking. I gotta find the freaking D cell batteries. What takes D cell batteries anymore? Like seriously,
do they even still make these cells?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah,
They're freaking huge. You can throw them at somebody. You will dent somebody's head.
Oh man, no, you get those suckers in a sock.
You will.
Wait, I didn't.
Yeah.
You would never, Oz.
No.
You would have to if you were where I grew up.
That's right. That's cool. I'm glad you brought up that robot. I remember my little brother got a similar robot for Christmas, but it blew like a mist smoke, like it puffed out like a kind of like vapor of some sort.
I thought you were going to say it blew up. I was like, what?
No, it probably did.
Batteries.
Just the D-cell batteries, exactly. But it used to like emanate this really cool vapor, and that was pretty amazing. It wasn't mine; it was my little brother's, but very cool. I'll just be quick with my memory, Bobby. I know you're chomping.
No, go ahead. You take your time.
I have a lot of memories of open up. My parents were they would get me what they could get me, and it was always cool when Christmas or birthdays came around because they knew that I liked this stuff. But so every Christmas has some fond memories attached. But Snake Mountain in particular, receiving that for Christmas was a kind of like massive thing, mainly because of the sound of the microphone, as Jay was talking about. I think that was my first. I'm a real big fan of experimental punk music. So bands that experiment with guitar sounds and different effects and different noises has always been attractive to me. And I'm thinking that it's from that one Christmas of messing around with that microphone and just like, getting real close in it and yelling and then shaking it. And it just like, it was my first experience being a rocker. It was awesome.
Cool.
It was an amazing experience. But, as I mentioned earlier too, it was if we got snow around the holidays, it then became all about the Star Wars action figures and taking them out.
Yeah.
Is for some reason snow and Star Wars, well, not for some reason, because of Hoth, but they always go hand in hand. How about you, Bobby?
Well, I got the one. This is before Masters came out. I can't remember how old I was, but I was getting into that age where I'm starting to guess or question that Santa's real and all that stuff.
Yes.
And
what do you mean, Santa real?
Well, I could see you sitting there. Yeah, but when I was a kid, I was questioning it. All right. So anyway, my mom asked me to go down in the basement to get something for her. I forgot what it was. So I ran downstairs. And of course I snooped because it was around Christmas time. So I'm out there snooping through some stuff because we had this real creepy old basement because the house was built in 1901. So it's an old home,
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm down there and it's got, spider webs, all kinds of crap down there. So I'm looking, I found this big bag. I'm like, what's this? So I'm looking through it and I was like, this is all the toys I wanted for Christmas. I don't know if you guys remember the space shuttle. It was like, this is old.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a space shuttle that came with two generic astronauts in it. Well, I really wanted that real bad. Yeah, it would open up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had that little thing inside. I can't remember the name of it.
Very cool.
That and a couple Star Wars things and stuff like that. And I run upstairs. My mom's in the kitchen. I think she was washing dishes. I was like, ha, I know who Santa Claus is. And she looked at me like, she got all like spooked. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I just saw all my gifts down in the basement. She's like, well, those aren't for your gifts. Those are for your cousin Johnny down, because we all lived in the same neighborhood,
Yeah.
And he was my age, and everything that I got, he got almost. It was the same stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, we now we got to go take it back because now we're scared that you're going to go tell them that we got them stuff for Christmas." So of course I'm gullible. I'm a little kid. So my parents, they go out. My grandma's watching, and then they never took the stuff back because I ended up me being dumb and stupid as a little kid. I got the same shit that I found that day, and I didn't question it. Oh, look what Santa got me. So that's what happened with me. So
yeah. I love that. I love that.
You know what? We take it for granted. Like when you grow up, the innocence is gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be. You know what? I'm just going to be old now. I really am. The gray side has taken me over, and I've accepted it.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm going to be old. I really do not appreciate the internet for this. You can there used to be like freaking child locks on porn sites. That doesn't happen anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's a terrible thing. It really is. Yeah. Honestly. There are a whole bunch of shows on TV like what the kids say the darndest things. You know what I mean? That's what comes out of the mouth of babes is the word of God. That's an old saying from
I mean, I agree.
But it's just it's never been so real. And now, unfortunately, that innocence, it doesn't last as long as it used to. You know what I mean? But by the time they're 8, it's over now. Yeah. Right. I remember I believed in Santa until I was like 10. You know what I mean? Like I was like by that time I was already like kind of something's up. You know what I mean? But but I would keep it up just because I wanted the toys. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I think my parents kept bringing me Santa toys until I was 12, and I was like, yeah, bring them. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a thing, right? Like,
I remember when my mom and myself sat my brother down to tell him that Santa wasn't real anymore because he was getting older, and the look on his face was complete shock and sadness. Yeah. And I felt bad, because he was, he's not all there, but he understands things, so it's, at that time. So it was a little sad, but he just like, just looked at us like, holy crap.
Yeah. That's rough, man.
Yeah. So I always used to hang that over my sister because we like Oz. I didn't get along with her at all. And when I was younger, she used to be jealous because she's younger than me, and I used to stay out late. And she's like, "Why does Bobby always get to stay out late?" And I was like, "Well, because I'm a teenager and you're still 10." Yeah. It's like it doesn't matter. But yeah, I remember that with him with the Santa. And I always hung. I was like, I want to tell her that Santa's not real, but I wasn't that mean, so I let it go.
Good for you.
Yep, I held that one back.
Hey, so we got a couple new people in the chat that I haven't seen before. We got God Ravage. Welcome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Glad you could be here.
Yeah, if you've been here before, forgive me for not remembering, but I'm pretty confident I haven't seen you in here before, so I'm so glad you made it.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. Yep. And night 1, welcome to it. Very cool.
Wow.
That's a very nice lineup, especially for a Christmas gift.
Yep. Yeah, that is, right? I never got Mosquitour, but I definitely had Ram Man. I didn't have Tongue Lasher either.
We got Ram Man for our second for that 83 year. We got Ram Man.
Yep, that's about when I got Ram Man too.
That was one of the ones that my brother got. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
It was a couple years before I got Ram Man.
Yeah.
Nolan, Santa is the one conspiracy we all take part in. That's so true.
Right.
What do you mean conspiracy?
Absolutely.
I'm here.
Oz is there.
Don't you dare tell your brother.
Ozzy Claus exists.
Ozzy Claus exists. It's true.
That's right.
It's true.
Look. I may be like Sasquatch because I am often seen, rarely photographed, but I'm here.
Yeah. I'm surprised, any of you guys interested in cryptids? Like the animals.
Oh gosh,
animals
yes.
Supposedly don't exist.
Okay, did anybody see that the guy actually hijacked my stream? I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, Faker J?
No. The guy who created the cryptids. Are we talking about the same thing here?
Oh no. So Cryptoys. Yeah, I remember you mentioned.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Cryptids are like the Loch Ness monster, Sasquatch.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
zoological creatures.
Yeah. I always wondered why
Joe Amato.
Joe Amato, Shadows. All right, Skyfall, good to see you. Oops, sorry, you just brought it up and I turned it off. Good to see you. Yeah. God Ravage likes cryptids. Awesome. So you're in the right place, God Ravage. I always wondered why Santa Claus wasn't considered a cryptid.
That's a good question.
Well, it's funny that Gamerbud should bring up Mothman, because Mothman is local to the Chesapeake Bay here in Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
That's right.
Yep.
And the Jersey Devil too. That's another one over in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Just in the Pine Barrens, a couple hours north.
Well, it did die though. If you watch that "What We Do in the Shadows" episode, they killed it. So.
That's true. That's true.
Now here in the Central Valley, we have one. It's called the Fresno.
Yeah. What is that? The weird.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a sock essentially that walks on two legs. It's super weird.
So bizarre.
Look it up, Fresno cryptid, and I'm sure you'll find videos on YouTube. I watched the videos. I went down a rabbit hole and watched these videos, and it was super creepy and weird. And God Ravage, yeah, Grizzlor is a cryptid. That's right.
Yeah, it's amazing how many stories and creatures there are around the world with that. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Aussie Claus.
That's right. That's right. Am I real? Am I? I don't know. The funny part, we're having this holiday frenzy, and we're all like, let's go talk about Sasquatch a little. You know what? Let's get some Mothman in here.
Loch Ness Monster, Sasquatch, Jersey Devil.
That's the toy frenzy way, ain't it?
Well, you want me to do the story with the Christmas story thing that I was telling you guys earlier?
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it.
When I was 24, this is kind of I bought my first house, and it was in Indiana. I moved because I lived on the southeast side of Chicago, and it was too expensive to own a home in Chicago because of the taxes. So I crossed the border into Indiana in Hammond, and the house I bought was in the little neighborhood in there. Well, it ends up being, I used to get these newspapers every holiday season, and I'd read these stories. And I didn't realize that a couple blocks south of me was where Gene Shepard lived, who's the writer of In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. He's the one that wrote the Christmas Story movie, basically, and based himself on as Ralphie. And so I lived a couple blocks from Cleveland. Cleveland is a real street, and I know where his house is. It doesn't look as nice as it does in the movie because that's from Cleveland, Ohio.
Right.
But it's Cleveland Avenue in Hammond is a few blocks away from where I lived, and the crossroads of Parrish and Cleveland is where the Warren G. Harding grade school is. And I used to drive by that all the time. Then Flick's Tavern was on the corner of 165th and Kennedy, which is no longer, it's the building's there, but it's no longer Flick's. And then they have another one called Flick's Tap, which is a couple blocks north of that. But I don't think that has anything to do. I think they just used the name, for that. But yeah, so it's kind of neat to be able to tell everybody that, I lived in the neighborhood that guy grew up and based the story on.
That is so cool.
For Christmas Story. And my friend that I grew up with in grade school, and he lived around the block from me in the South Side. He also lived in the neighborhood. And he actually lived next door to Gene Shepard's home. And I was like, so you actually live in the Bumpus's house? And he's like, what? And I was like, it's the Bumpuses. And you remember the Christmas Story? And he's like, oh yeah. And I used to tease him about that every holiday. I was like, where's your hound dogs?
Did you find the pole?
Yeah.
Did you find the pole? You got to find the pole. If you don't find the pole,
yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat to, when I watched the movie, I visualized the actual neighborhood instead, so it's kind of neat to
That
have
is so.
experience with that. Because when they say they live in downtown Holman, it's actually downtown Hammond, where they go to like
Ah,
Higbee's and stuff. But Holman is like one of the main streets down there. So he changed the name of Hammond to Holman, named it after that street.
that is so
So
cool. That's
yeah.
that's rad.
That is a very cool story.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
But that's my attachment to the movie. No big deal, but it's kind of neat to see
That's
that
yeah,
story.
that's a big deal to have an attachment. It's one thing to live near a place where a movie was made, right? It's
Yeah.
one thing to live near that, but you're living you were near a place that that was real, that that what we watched was based on. That to
Yep.
me is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So we go take a walk and we look up the homes like where Flick and Schwartz lived, and we go around and walk the neighborhood to see. I try to like see how they would get to school. Go down to Cleveland Street and get to school.
So
So it was kind of fun.
that's
It was
great.
always a trip. Yeah.
I hear that the bully song, right?
Yeah.
The
Right. Yeah. It's
Wolf
gut.
bully song.
Yeah.
Oh
I can
yeah.
imagine. It's fun.
Oh, but we just discovered that our neighbor this year put up a leg lamp in their window. They got a full size leg
Nice.
lamp.
Are
Very
you kidding?
cool. No, it's real.
With with
Did
or
they get
with with or
it's
with
their
with or
major
without
award?
with or without fishnet stockings?
With the fishnets. It's the
Oh my god!
it looks like it's straight out of the movie. It must have
Yeah.
been a pricey item to buy. I haven't talked to him about it, but I was like, that's so cool. I walked by and
That's
said he
very
was out in
cool.
the front yard, and I said fragile, and he got it. He was like, yeah.
Did you go up to him? Damn, hell, did you say you want it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey, we got Danny Phillips here. Welcome to
Hey.
it, Danny.
Hey, what's going on, Danny Phillips?
So what are your plans? What guys like? Let's. I know that sometimes we want to talk about what was our favorite thing of last year and all that stuff, but I just came up with something that I think I'm a little bit more interested in.
Okay.
Especially having you all here and have we'll just it's on the fly. How do you want to approach the new year as a toy collector?
Don't look at the internet to see what's coming out. So I don't have to worry about spending any more money. No, I'm kidding.
No, man, I don't know.
Like I always plan out I try to stick to a plan for what comes out because usually you find out what's coming ahead of time, at least for the first quarter or so. Plus, try to get stuff that you haven't gotten yet in the past. But I always write down my goals of getting what I want this year. That's pretty much how I do every year, and I ended up going way over the budget or under it. All depends on what's happening, but that's how I always approach my New Year's.
Yeah.
And at last, it's like almost like you're saying, "Well, I'm going to work out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get in better shape. I'm going to eat better," and it dies by the end of January. So,
I know.
I just
know.
that's that's how I plan my time out. But
Yeah, that makes sense. Oz, Jay, how about you guys?
Well, I mean, going into the new year, I started out this year was a little rough,
Yeah.
going into the year kind of thing, and just was really working on trying to grow myself and where I was at in life.
Mm-hmm.
I've come across many issues over the last several years. So I need to take some time, work on myself, and really try to build back from that. And this year was a big year of growth for me in a lot of ways. And it didn't start off so great, um, but it definitely got better, a lot better as the year went on.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect myself to be doing something like this here. Um, didn't expect to really be this back into even toy collecting, as a matter of fact. At the beginning of the year, I was still thinking I was just going to grab a couple of masters here and there, what I could find, not like really making sure that I got most of them or all of them. And just suddenly it's turned into this big thing. So going into the next year, I want to continue this momentum. I'm being in a better place now, being employed again, as well as doing everything with this. Like, I'm just really excited. So much has changed in the last year. And I normally don't get so excited about the upcoming new year and what new things may come, but I really kind of am, because, like, it's there's a real, like, I don't know. I'm kind of blown away from where I got this year, so it's really incredible to think of what might happen going forward. And the fact that there's only like 2 more weeks left in this year too. Like, wow, where did the last like 4 months go?
Yeah.
It's been on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, oh, sorry, you just we're fighting to let him in. Jesse, hey, good to see you.
Hey, Jesse, thanks for being here, brother.
So glad you can make it. It's really great to have you. Jay, how about you? Any how are you planning to approach the new year as a toy collector?
You know what? I'm going to be truthful to myself. I mean, I always want to, have a plan. Bobby's way ahead of me. Like he knows what he's doing.
My plan doesn't go that well.
That's
So.
what I mean. I have
it's in my mind, but it doesn't
I've
happen.
I see something. I even if I can't do it, I do it anyway. I'm an idiot that way. That's just the way I mean, I shouldn't have bought that attorney, but I did. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way things are. I mean, like
the moment.
I've got it's just crazy. And look, here's the thing. One thing I should never be is a financial advisor, because that would not go well. Let's just put it that way. Do not never ask me about finances. The wrong answer will always be the answer I give. But one thing I consistently say to everybody, is if you're collecting to get rich off these toys, you're wrong. That's just the way it is. You're in the wrong thing. You should collect toys.
Yeah.
You should collect toys because you love it, not because you're looking to make a profit. And I get comments all the time. It's like, oh my God, they're reissuing Wondar. That means all the other ones are going to be worth nothing. Yeah, like, that's not why you collect these things.
That's not why you get Wondar.
That's not why you do that. Like,
right.
Oh my gosh, like, you know what? All right, just because it's you guys, right? I'm just gonna go, like, seriously. Okay, I should not have done this. This is something I shouldn't have done. But you know what? Dex and I, my brother Dex and I, we grew up with this thing, and most of you guys aren't even gonna know what this is. But if anybody recognizes what that is, right there, okay. Ooh. If you guys recognize that, that's called Guy King. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. And that thing is 24 inches long. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. You do not know. You do not want to know how much. Okay. Well, you don't want to know, but basically, until I was able to find something of a sale. That thing would have cost $1,200 landed here in Canada. Okay. Wow. That thing is ridiculous. And I had my brother Dex and I just went in on Blitzwave Ultron, which was already $600 US. Sorry, close to $800 US. It's, again, do not do what I do. It's just stupid. All right. So, what's my approach for hunting next year? Stupidly, the answer is going to be I'm going to try and save, but the reality is it's not. I'm just going to do whatever I do. However, I will say this: things are getting worse, guys. Things are getting worse, and you know what? What I will say, especially right now, is try. Bobby's got the right idea. Try to plan out what you want to do. I am going to be more selective. That, I think, is going to be the only thing I can say. I'm going to be more selective. I can't do the I'm into like 12 lines practically. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that anymore. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's just not possible, right? I'm going to be super selective. Motu is never going to stop. That's going to be my number one. Yeah. It's going to that's going to be my concentrating on that 100%. But G.I. Joe's probably going to be there. Thundercats is probably going to be there, right? Look at me, I'm doing it already. But the reality is, I'm only going to collect the figures that I really need. And of course, I say that, but anyway, the point is, I'm going to try my best to be to be conscious about what I'm doing. The reality is, I can't. Unfortunately, now. And this is going to be the topic of my Geek Dad Life already did it, but this is going to be about the topic of my next live stream, probably just before the end of the new year. Some idiot coined the term kidult. Some moron made that term, and I'm going to explain why the industry is never going to be able to rely on us as a growth, right? Because we're too smart, and we're the ones who really, once we hit a ceiling, we're not going to be able to get to go there. And kids are the ones who are going to maintain the toy industry. Yes, adults are growing it in vast amounts. That's because our freaking toys are 5 times the cost of kids' toys. That's the only reason why there's a growth in the toy market, because you know what, we're spending god awful amounts of money right now, and it's going to hit a ceiling. Because more adults, right? Like there aren't that many of us. All right. Whenever somebody says, whenever somebody tells me, oh, if they just concentrated on adult toys, that would save the industry. And I told them, okay, I challenge you, I dare you to pick up He-Man right here, or you know what, pick up Serpento right here. Pick him up. All right. We'll pick up He-Man here. All right. Here's He-Man. We'll pick him up. And you know what? Let's pick up Skeletor here. There's Skeletor. Take these two, okay? I challenge everybody to do this. I challenge you all. I challenge everybody. Pick these two up. Walk over to your next door neighbor. Knock on the door when the man of the house, or even the woman, or even the young lady of the house, whoever they are, when they come to the door, ask them if they want to play He-Man and Skeletor. See what their reaction is going to be. I dare you. I dare you 100%. We are the 2%. We are the 10%, guys. We are the 10%. Like most, you take a football, okay, and you walk over there and you say, hey, you want to throw the pigskin around. You're probably gonna get, dude, I'm kind of busy, but you're not gonna get who are you, and get the heck off my lawn. Like that's not
my lawn,
right? No one is gonna want to play. You know, get on the carpet and want to play with these with you. No one. Okay, all right. Unless you knock on the door and Bobby opens the door, like that's not gonna happen.
If you want to come over, we'll play Skeletor and He-Man.
If I walk over to Bobby's house and it's on, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some dude, right? Who has a tire iron and is gonna use it. Okay, like that's
absolutely.
All right, I dare you. Tell me how it goes. By the way, if anybody actually does that,
yeah,
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know how we get those stupid what is that? The national so-and-so days and everything. I'm waiting for the National Kidult Day.
Yeah, right? Kidult Day.
We all get to take the day off and go play in a ball pit.
That term is not going to last. That term is going to die a quick death.
Jay, I might have. When are you going to do that?
Yeah,
I might have to join you for that.
Don't tempt me. I am actually one of those idiots who will try that. Like I actually like, and I'll put it on video.
No. I meant, when are you going to do that live to talk about this kidult thing?
Yeah. This weekend. Like, you guys are all welcome to join. You know, we can bash.
Definitely.
Whoever came up with that term is in for a shock. Like we can talk about it till counts of them.
So is that your that's going to be your topic Saturday morning at 1 a.m. our time? Or are you going to do it?
I'm maybe not Saturday, because Saturday I'm doing something a little bit different, but I might sprinkle it in here and there. So I'll let you know. Don't worry about it, Oz. I'll send you a link. It might be. Well, I'm not sure if I'll do a Sunday stream. We'll see, because that's Christmas, right? So we'll see what happens. But I'll let everybody know.
Okay, definitely do, because I would like to be involved with that.
Sure, no problem.
So I just want to say, I think it's about time we start getting some responses for our giveaway tonight, so I can start adding people to this wheel.
There's no responses? Oh, come on.
Well, it's because I haven't shared the link yet.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I thought you were going to do that earlier.
I just got done setting up the document because I've been a little bit distracted trying to pay attention to what we're talking about, as well as working on things here on the side. That's why I'm not as in our faces as I normally would be. But I'm about to drop that link in the chat as Skelly, because that's how I appear in the chat now when I make a comment.
That's right. So I just dropped that in there like this without my hands.
He's
What
so
did you
talented,
use?
folks.
What did you use? I think like I think we got to give you some credit, Oz. Let's go back real quick to first of all, you got to let me talk about my New Year plans. But also, I want to go back to what Oz said, and that's really important because I feel like when I met you, Oz, you were just getting started, and look at how much you've grown. Another friend of ours, Jesse Arnold, Just Shelvit, him too, man. When I first met him through Legends of Grayskull podcast, you're just getting started doing these things, and it's really been awesome to see. I mean, I was with you when you got your job in talking over the internet, and you know, it was your being on Skele Vader to talk about Wondar was your first time doing that. I feel like it's been a really cool and positive trajectory for you. It's been really awesome to see, and I feel like I feel like for you too, Bobby, like your approach to everything. It's been so cool to have you be part of this, and you know, just doing it, making this happen for our community and talking about this stuff.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. My plan for the new year is for this to continue. I also my plan for the new year is to spend a little less, just like what Gamer Bud said. Spend less, get more. Although I'm a little bit less concerned about getting more, to be honest with you. I feel like if I were to compare my childhood Masters of the Universe collection to my current Masters of the Universe collection, the childhood me would be blown away. And I mean, and I have far more characters than I thought I would ever have, and that's so cool. And there are a lot of really cool things coming. So I'm going to try and be really strict about what I do add to the collection. I've gone a little. I feel like everything that's coming out is so cool that I'm just like I want to grab it all. And I know in time with all of us and when we had our episode about, you know, revising the collection, that really made me think a lot about you know, what are the things that are going to give me joy for the rest of my life as opposed to right now. So I do want to say I do want to announce officially, probably going to take place of my normal like Sunday morning coffee live episodes that I've been doing. It's going to be a weekly weirdo episode, and I'm going to focus on a figure that I already have, not a new figure, a figure that is sitting on the shelf that I need to get out and look at with all of you. So I feel like that's what my goal for the year is, to really like embrace and you know, give some love to my current collection, because I was just looking at that stuff. I'm like, there's some really rad things in here that I haven't played with in a while. So that's my New Year's goals.
Well, I'm glad I changed what I was going to do on my channel, because that's what I was going to do.
Wait, I don't want you to change it for me.
No. I already did. I couldn't do that anyway. I don't think I.
No, you were already not thinking about doing it. I hope that's
yeah. That was an idea I had at the beginning, and it's just farted out the window.
Yeah. So Thanos Copter said, "I'm trying to cut out Masterverse after Too Bad and Duncan. I think I'm done with that line." It's going to be hard, honestly, Thanos, because that Too Bad looks beautiful. I know Jay, you said that that X-Men character, I forget what her name is now, but that you just showed is Spyra is the best figure of the year. And I've seen pictures and she looks amazing, but if Too Bad does end up hitting stores, and I think it has been at certain Walmarts, but I would have to say when I get my hands on that, I'll be surprised if that's not the best figure to be released in 2022, at least in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what Joe Amato's plan is to find that world's smallest Kessel Grayskull. Oh, Joe, you have to buy the whole set or the whole wave of world's smallest, but you can get it now on Amazon. So go to Amazon, just type in world's smallest Masters of the Universe. You'll see there's the Slime Pit He-Man, there's the Leo Skeletor, there's the Green Goddess, and there's the Castle Grayskull and Orko, I believe. It's the whole set, Joe. So go have a look on Amazon for that.
Yeah, and I know Joe asked me about the Hive again. Keeps bugging me about that.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to that shop tomorrow. Actually, I can't buy it. It's like $2,700, but I'll take photos with me standing next to it for you.
You gotta gather up all the toys that you feel like you could part with, and just take the bag in there and see what kind of deal they can give you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's hard to do, right?
Yeah, right.
Major Issues Comics, how's it going? Good to see you. And let's see. Oops, sorry. Mayers was selling them individually. I just missed Grayskull there, but I will look. Thanks. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad that Mayers has them, because I haven't seen them in stores.
So I gotta ask a question here, because we have an entry in the giveaway that I am not recognizing in the chat, and the question is specifically that everybody respond with the name they use on YouTube. Do we have somebody who's jumping in the chat or paying attention in the chat that hasn't said anything yet? We have a Sir Clifton
Oh, Sir
is
Clifton.
in the chat.
Sure.
Hey, cool.
Sir Clifton, what's going on? What's he saying?
Oh no, he didn't mention anything. I don't actually see him in the chat, but he entered the giveaway, which is by all means absolutely fine.
Yep.
I was just kind of like shocked. I was like, wait a minute, I got this entry here, and I don't see them in the chat. So thank you. Just giving you a shout out. Thanks for jumping in and joining the giveaway.
That's what I called him last time he was on here.
Joe
Motu.
Amotu. That's right.
Joe Amotu. Yeah, that's right.
You better watch out, Joe. That's gonna stick.
Yeah, it's going to. I'm going to say it every week.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yes, Bobby, those photos will be great, man.
I'll try to get some good ones.
Yeah, they are good. If any of you don't follow Vintage Motu on Instagram, you should. His photos are awesome. Bobby, your photos,
Appreciate it.
they're always jaw dropping, always exciting to see.
Yeah, I'm more active on Twitter, but I do Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Plug.
I haven't
Shameless
entered
plugs.
the Twitterverse.
What's that?
I haven't entered the Twitterverse yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
You're waiting for
I'll be your I'll be your first follower. Just let me know ahead of time.
All right. Maybe I will.
Not if
spread you
Gamer
around
Bud
like a
leads you
disease.
first.
So Oz, when are we doing this giveaway?
Let's find.
Well, I was going to say, do we want to do it now, or do we want to give people a few minutes? Right now, we've got 12 entries.
Yeah, let's say we'll do it at 11. Well, it's 18. Let's say 18. Let's give people another 2 minutes.
All right, 2 more minutes, folks.
2 minutes.
Let's get 18 after. Okay.
The race is
I was gonna say 11:18, and I'm like, you guys are like 9:18 or something.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Well,
9 o'clock.
for you and I, Jay, it's 11:16.
Yeah. So everybody has until 11:18. So what do we do? What do we do to kill 2 minutes of time? All right. So
2 minutes of
Let's
time.
see.
do it till 2 minutes of time. All right. So let's say it this way: best figure, best figure of the year. Everyone's best figure of the year. Bobby, go.
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
Of course I do. That's the point. That's the
I
point
think this came out this year. Frankenberry.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Frankenberry is very cool.
Yeah.
That's a
Frankenberry
solid
figure.
choice.
Frankenberry is very, very cool.
I can't think of a Masters one, so I'm going with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be Masters.
I don't
You
know.
know?
No, I know that, but that's all I collect mostly, is just Masters.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
no.
Frankenberry is a very good, Yeah. I didn't even know cereal thing was cereal mascots was a thing. I didn't even know that.
I got them tattooed all over me.
That Frankenberry. that Frankenberry is definitely on my top 5, man. That thing is a masterpiece.
Oz, what's yours?
I got to go with the Father Christmas figure obscura that just came out.
Yeah.
That thing is so cool, and it came with just so many different accessories and stuff. Like, it came with a tree, he came with a sack full of gifts, it came with a little pet dog. Like, I mean, there was a ducky in there, there all kinds of stuff. It's such a cool figure. And I mean, I'm slightly biased because, like I said from the beginning, that figure has a lot of sentimental value to me.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal.
Awesome.
All right, Skell.
Yeah, that's cool. How about you,
Skell?
Jay?
Well, but why don't you go first, Skell, and then I'll.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like all the Masterverse and Origins figures for me are like that have come out this year are right in the same place. Like, they're all awesome. I love them all. But one figure that I keep grabbing off the shelf, I can't resist it, and I just am constantly impressed by it, is the McFarlane GameStop exclusive Swamp Thing.
Wow.
Just amazing. I found it at a good price. I'm stoked to have it. It's a really, the sculpt is amazing. That face, like, it's just so cool. I mean, that's my favorite version of Swamp Thing too. So really, really happy to have him.
Yeah. So I'm damn it. This new rig is killing me. I'm gonna cheat because I collect so many different lines. I just gotta do it. Like Bobby, I want to throw in a Motu one. So for my masters, it's got to be these two. You can't top the 40th anniversary. If you didn't get the STC set, do yourself a favor and at least get the 40th anniversary He-Man in stores. Like, do not wait. He's absolutely, like, just incredible. I'm sorry, the other Masterverse ones, the chest is just too freaking small. You have to get the Schwarzenegger chest. I mean, you got to get that.
He's
right?
by far, I know there are people who will like throw down with me for saying this, but I actually prefer that version over the classics He-Man. It's just a very cool figure. Especially with the flocked undies. It's like,
there are people who are going to die on that hill, and you know what? I love I love classics. I do.
Me too.
But you know what? Articulation, sculpt, and the price. I'm sorry, but like I bought a whole bunch of classics in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
I nearly $2,000 later, and I only got like three or four of them. Like, who can do that? That's ridiculous. You know what? That's an exaggeration. I got like 6 of them, but still, that's not a lot. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. So for Motu, it's got to be these, and he's coming out. I don't know when. I have no idea when. And they better get on that horse, because you know what? If you want to make some profit, you got to. People are still holding out on this guy because of this guy. That's how that works.
For sure.
They did mention that he wasn't going to come as a single release, so I'm holding on to that word.
They had said that,
yeah,
but there was what was it? A release skew.
Yeah.
And again, I don't buy into rumors too much until we get the confirmed.
Yeah.
But those released skews tend to be pretty accurate. So I feel strongly that we will see.
We are going to see him. We're going to see him, and the reason we're going to see him is because they keep screwing up. I mean, for crying out loud, they keep dropping. They keep dropping releases, and everyone's talking about it. They're doing this. It's on purpose. All right. They're doing
of course it is
to rile up the crowd.
Yep.
And my actual so Motu, those are the two. But my actual figure of the year has got to be Serpentor. Serpentor is the absolute just the shit.
That's a cool figure.
He is just ridiculous. Like, honestly, he's bigger than any other GI Joe figure. He's absolutely massive. And the Chariot, if they will come out with him again, but this one in particular is got to be the figure of the year, 100%. Absolutely.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to see it in person, because I've seen all the pictures look amazing. And this is Blue Snaggle Rocker's mentioning War Duke, the NECA Ultimate War Duke, and
He's not out yet, though. I mean,
He's
like,
not out yet. He's supposed to be coming out soon, and I agree. I think that's going to be an amazing figure, James Blue Snaggle Rocker.
I had him on pre-order for over a year now, I think, and I just canceled it. So
while I was hunting, I found the cartoon Diana today.
Yeah,
nice.
I was shocked.
That's what I was going to ask. Is what are you guys most anticipated for next year that you already
Dungeons
know
and
Dragons?
That's
what I would say too. Venger is what I got it on pre-order.
I need Venger.
I want that.
I need that Venger. I need that Dragon Master. I need that Venger. But you know what? I'm holding out hope for a Tiamat. I am holding out hope for Tiamat.
Yeah, they'll probably expand it.
We need Tiamat, man. Like if it's a HasLab, it better come with some crazy stretch goals, and it better be huge.
Yeah,
it better be massive. Like
I'm excited about that line. That's the only other line I'm going to get after Masters is because I love cartoon accurate figures.
Oh
so
yeah.
That got me when I saw those.
Yeah. But the packaging is just terrible. Like
those I'm going to open, so I don't care about that.
Yeah, who cares about that packaging? We open around here.
All right, Oz. I think we're ready.
I have shut down the responses. So if you didn't enter in, guys, sorry. But now that we, I'll just put it out there that now we kind of know what we're doing with this kind of stuff. We'll definitely be doing more in the future. So without further ado, let me figure out how we're actually supposed to share this and spin it now. What are we all doing? I'm
trying to. Yeah, you guys go ahead and put your balls in your face.
I'm trying to ball in. I need my ball in place. It doesn't want to stick.
See, I'll use it like an eye patch. Yar, Pirate Santa.
Then you can be like a cat. It's like.
Sure, Clifton says best figure of the year, Serpentor for sure. Also, best crowdfund of the year, Eternia playset. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Definitely.
Honestly, I actually have to disagree. That was a terrible. They screwed themselves up so badly. Just shut your mouths. Like, seriously, just keep your mouth shut. Like,
well, it's definitely going to be cool when it comes out. That's for sure. However it went down, it's still a really cool thing. Really cool concept.
It is the best thing to come out in a while, but man, like I know what they were trying to do, but it just it didn't. They didn't do it right.
They could have done better with the execution of it. I will give it that much.
Another figure, like just go ahead. You have the budget. Just do what G.I. Joe did. Just draw something. You don't need you don't need something physical. Just draw Shirella. Just draw Shirella. All right, or whoever it could be. It could be anybody, right? It could be anybody. Just draw somebody, right? And
well, Jay, I know you and I were being the Ross from Friends that whole time, screaming, "Pivot, pivot!"
Yeah,
pivoting like crazy
repeatedly. They just didn't want to listen to us. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, let's see who wins this thing. This is very exciting.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Oh, Oz, you froze.
Right.
Oh, there we go.
I thought Oz was like paused for a second.
Yeah. Aussie pause.
A little bit, guys.
Rail 1. No, I'm just kidding.
So here it is. Here's the wheel, everybody. Now, as you can see, you hit Control Enter and give it a spin, and it's still just spinning.
Is this
all right? We don't see it spinning on our end, but we trust you.
All right, maybe I haven't done something right yet.
That's okay. I think it's just slow. I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. There it is.
Yeah.
It's going. Oh. Is that it?
That's Hey.
Blue Snaggle Locker.
Hey, all right, James.
Rocker.
Congratulations.
All right.
Blue Snaggle Locker.
Congratulations, James.
Merry Christmas.
Right.
Oh.
That's so
Christmas.
cool.
Merry Christmas.
James, congratulations, man.
Well,
congratulations, buddy. I think it's been a Merry
That
Christmas.
is
I think it's
awesome.
been
You
a
can,
great evening, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry I was late. Sorry I
it
was
really
late.
has. It's been a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it says.
Yeah.
I'm always late. You're good.
So
Any-
the figure that I'm really looking forward to releasing, honestly, guys, is Alf.
Really?
The
Yeah.
NECA Alf. I'm really excited to see what that looks like in person. I don't have it on pre-order because I need to see what it looks like in person
Yeah.
before I buy it. So I'm just really excited to see what that thing looks like.
Will they make Willie?
I don't think so.
Because
That would
if
be
they don't make
amazing.
Willie, that
I
would
know.
disappoint me a lot. If they don't make Willie, that would disappoint me.
They gotta make him. They gotta make
They
him.
gotta make Willie. They gotta make the whole family.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, seriously, they gotta make
And
the whole family.
the spaceship to go with it.
Yeah,
And
the cat.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. my most anticipated, I just saw Fanboys Forever, and I gotta get that Skeletor. I gotta get that He-Man.
Yeah.
Actually, Big Bad Toast Store just charged me for a movie He-Man. So
Oh yeah. I that one's coming my way too.
yeah.
Yep.
So I am super excited for that. That to me. I don't know what kind of head we're gonna get, because honestly, when Fanboys Forever actually showed the head of Skeletor, he looks like Frank Langella. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping beyond hope that we're gonna get a half decent head for He-Man. But there are options, because apparently Ramen Toy is going to be creating a fully realized head for the new He-Man movie figure. So that's going to be
Really?
fun. Yep.
That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah. Look up Ramen Toy on Facebook. Take
Yeah.
a look at the sculpt. I think you guys will be really amazed.
Definitely. Ramen Toy always has a lot of really, really cool projects he's got going on, especially if you were a fan of Mask. He's probably got one of their greatest projects going on.
It's gonna be.
Oh, wow.
Guys, we should support the little guys, even if that's not on the up and up. Wink, wink. But we gotta support them. They'll get bigger and they'll get better. And you know what? He's licensed things in the past, so he wants to license stuff, right? It's hard to get your foot in the door. It really is.
I love it when folks just go for it. They're like, I don't see this thing out there. I'm gonna make it and see how it rolls.
Somebody's doing a 1/6 scale AT-AT.
There's music happening somewhere.
Not in my house.
Not
It's gotta be Ozzy.
Is there? Hold on.
No, I've got nothing coming through. Like, that's strictly in my headset. I don't.
So funny.
Actually, it was me. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it was the ghost of
It's a good thing
Christmas
we didn't get a
past.
copyright strike. I hope not.
Oh, man.
It was short enough. It shouldn't be a problem.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas time.
It's Christmas.
Hey.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Here we go. And the 2023 figure of the year, Flip War. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Can't wait to get my hands on Flipor.
That's right.
100%.
And Carol, your sister Carol said, not the mama dinosaurs and not the dinosaurs.
Not
Yeah,
the
they're
mama,
coming
not
out
the
too.
Not the mama,
Those
not
look
the mama.
cool. Those look cool.
I used to watch that show every Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Religiously.
It was a fun show. It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. I think I have to go though, but it has been a blast. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Thanks
being
for being
late.
here.
Didn't want to crash. Yeah. So
That's all right. We're gonna be wrapping things up here too. So but it's great to have you, Jay. Thanks so much.
Anytime, guys. Anytime.
it's
Please
fun.
invite me again, and I'll try to be on time this time.
No
You're
problem.
5 minutes early, so
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You were 5 minutes early.
Absolutely.
Yeah, his time.
All right, guys. Merry
All right,
Christmas,
man.
everybody.
Merry
Christmas.
Stay safe out there.
Merry
And we'll
Christmas.
see you
Jay.
guys. We'll see you guys soon.
All
All
right.
right.
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Any final thoughts before we take things to a close? I mean, my last thought is, wow, Blue Snaggle Rocker. Like, I'm so glad that he won. That's so cool. We're gonna try and do this a little bit more often, right, Oz?
Yeah, absolutely. And Blue Snaggle Rocker, definitely reach out to Skelly, give him
Yeah.
your address info, and I know I'll definitely be sending something his way soon with several things. So, one thing that we didn't mention that's going to be coming as a surprise with that giveaway, um, it'll be a little past the date, but it's something we're trying to do because it's really cool. So, you'll get a little extra surprise coming with that. So
Cool.
definitely keep your eyes open.
Yep.
And I think there was one last thing. Gamer Bud has been making
Yeah.
a Christmas
Oh,
gift
yes.
of
Yes.
a sense for people. And I know, unfortunately, Jay has left at this point, and unfortunately, Ray was feeling a bit under the weather and didn't join us tonight. But Skelly, I believe he sent them over to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let me do you mind if I send them to you or
Yeah,
I'll send them to you and then you can share your screen.
sure,
Talk,
absolutely.
talk amongst yourselves while I do that because it'll take me a while.
Can do, can do. So yeah, he's been working really hard this past week. He got a bit of inspiration, and he's made these Christmas gifts to kind of excuse me, share with everybody on the show tonight. And I thought that was really, really cool thing that we were going to have. So definitely, we're happy to share that in a moment. And, you know, guys, this is a time of year where it's not, all year long, we kind of go around and we get everything for ourselves and, we just do our thing. But this is the time of the year that you really want to share that wealth with other people and give back to everybody. As one of the great reasons that we did this awesome giveaway tonight with Wondar,
Yep.
especially considering it's a figure that means so much to be a part of this show. I mean, it's really what started Toy. Um, so we certainly, are glad to be able to share that with other part of the Toy Frenzy family. And again, in the upcoming year, we're going to be doing a lot more of that type of giveaway. So, maybe other figures, maybe other things. We've got some neat plans coming up for that. We actually got a lot of neat plans cooking up for the new year, folks.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's amazing.
Bobby's got some really big plans coming up for the new year. Go ahead, Bobby. Tell us a little bit about that while
Let me
I'm
put
getting
that on
everything
hold for a little
organized.
bit. I'm not going to mention anything about that tonight, just yet. Because
Okay.
like,
Okay.
like I was talking before, like when you get your creative side going,
Oh yeah.
and then you're like, this is fantastic. I start throwing out all these plans, and then all of a sudden I get myself doubt of like, this is going to turn out to be freaking stupid. So let me stew a little bit more on that. I don't want to say too much about it, but it will be the Snake Mountain After Dark show. But
Oh,
I got things spinning, and it's not concrete yet, so I got to keep going at it.
whatever
And maybe we'll see it by this time next year.
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
whatever it turns into, Bobby, it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And so far, like all the ideas that you've kind of been brainstorming,
Yeah.
they all seem amazing. So
Well, I just don't want people to get tired of me because I'm on, this weekly, and then I got my power of attorney once a month, and then I don't want to spread myself too thin, but I'm
yeah,
like excited to do it at the same time. I just want to entertain and make people happy,
yeah.
and
Well,
lose yourselves for an hour or so.
you're doing it.
So
You're making people happy, and more of
I
you
hope so.
wouldn't hurt us. More of you would not hurt us.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I got to
it's
agree
true.
with that.
True. Look at this. Look. I can't wait.
Yep,
Right?
yep. I know.
Yeah.
It'll
So
be happening
it'll be happening.
sooner than later.
Oz, I sent the pictures over to you through Instagram, so you should be getting them.
I definitely am getting them. There is quite a bit, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to get them all in a easily viewable format so I can just try and share one screen versus many.
I believe I know
Um,
what you're going to show. And I saw one, and it's awesome. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so cool, Gamer Bud.
the amazing. Gamer
Yeah,
Bud tried to keep it under wraps for so much.
Yeah, and I've been having a hard time with
Go
the
ahead,
holidays
Skelly.
too this year. It hasn't felt like the holidays, so this tonight's made my day. This
Yeah.
has been great with you guys. I appreciate it.
Well, you're doing the same for us, man. This is every Thursday night. This is an uplifting experience. It doesn't matter
Yes.
how my week went. I know that getting on here with you guys, it'll make me feel good and happy to be doing this. And it's a nice reassurance to have everybody in the chat always be so supportive and always showing up for us.
They're fantastic. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah. Every episode is like brings the holiday cheer, man. Every episode, the holidays are here or not. Sir Clifton says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Really like the content here. Thank you so much for dropping in.
Yep.
Yes. Good journey, Sir Clifton. Tonight has been what I've been looking forward to all week. Listen to that. You hear that, Bobby?
That's nice. Yeah, it's
thanks,
great,
bud. Thanks. Oh, this is great. Look, all the positivity coming through.
We love you guys too. We do. And we always talk about you guys too offline when we're talking between ourselves.
That's
we talk about how great it is.
You are super fantastic. It's true. It's true. And Danny Phillips, Feliz Navidad. Absolutely. Duchess, I always look forward to these every week. Thank you. And we
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
she's awesome.
She is great. And all of you're all fantastic. Nolan, thank you so much.
Yep.
And thanks, Giraffe, too. Wow, we're getting lots of comments in here.
It's nice. Everybody's spreading the cheer tonight. That's great.
And Ria,
that's what it's all about.
Apologies for always saying Ray. I'm so sorry. I just misread it. But Ria, random question. But what is something that you most have during your Christmas meal? You must have. Yeah. That's a good question. I'll
eggnog.
Eggnog. All right. Yeah. Eggnog.
That's what I have to have.
I get that. That's for sure. Oz, how about you?
I'm right there with Bobby. I gotta have my eggnog and cookies. As a matter of fact, as soon as it starts becoming available, instead of using creamer in my coffee, I actually use eggnog in the coffee as my creamer. Yeah. And it sweetens it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, because every time we go over to my family's house, we always have fucking ham, and I can't stand ham. So that's why I always have to go with the sweet stuff.
I know, man. I know the feeling.
I'm a turkey guy. I love turkey. I could eat it Thanksgiving. That's why I love Thanksgiving, because I could eat it for a week, and I don't get tired of it. I'm eating it, snacking on it, because it's not bad for you either. But man, ham, that glazed ham, I pick at it and I'm eating, and so it's just like I can't handle it. So I have to drink the whole carton of eggnog just to make myself full.
I know the feeling. Blue Snaggle Rocker, tamales, absolutely, yeah, and that's for me too. Definitely, that's a must-have during the holidays. I also make a version of an Armenian dish that's called borag, which is like little triangles in phyllo dough with cheese and parsley. And I make it as a noodle casserole. It's like it's just amazing. I'm not saying it's amazing because I make it. It's just been a family staple, and I've taken on the mantle of making that. But it's a little. My wife is Mexican and I'm Armenian, and we bring those two cultures together for our holiday meals always. So yeah, for sure. And Ray, no, it's Ray. Oh, just spelled differently. It's Ray, but a girl. Ray. Okay, good. Oh, awesome, good. So yeah. Oh, and Danny Phillips says Brussels sprouts. Yeah, for sure. Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Me too, man.
I always think they look like the. Did you ever see that movie, Invasion of the Saucermen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they look. They always remind me of that because they got like the cabbage-looking head.
Absolutely, and also the first invasion of the body snatchers. Those pods. right? They look like elongated Brussels sprouts. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
right. Better good stuff
sure.
steamed.
That's right. Gamer Bud says non-alcoholic eggnog on New
Yep.
Year's and gotta have some pickled herring. All right, yeah, for sure.
I'm a
I
big
get
fish eater, so I love fish. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And Ray says a can of cranberry sauce. Oh no, Draft says a can of cranberry sauce, just a can. I will rage
Wow.
and flip the table if I don't see can-shaped cranberry sauce on the table.
Wow. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like it.
Nolan, I'm the opposite of Bobby. I'll eat your ham. You can have my turkey. All right.
There you go. We'll swap every year.
And latkes, yeah, Thanos copter, yeah, latkes for sure, 100%. All right, here we go. We've got Fistradamus toys.
All right,
check it out.
I haven't seen this one.
He's in.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to full screen it as much as I can.
Yeah, well, there's
Gamer
three.
Bud definitely
yeah.
went above and beyond.
Absolutely. Look at that. He really captured your likeness there, Oz.
Yeah.
Mythic leader of
Yes,
the
he did. So
Awesome-verse Legion.
Yeah, read that out loud.
Yeah.
Because I can't see it.
All right, so
all
do you want
right,
me to
yeah.
do it? You can do it.
Skelevator, please take it away.
All right, Fistradamus Toys, historic fist to mouth creator, mythic leader of the Awesome-verse Legion. Very
Awesome.
cool.
Yep, it's great stuff.
That's right. That's right. Very cool. And then, do you recognize this guy? This is fantastic. That's Jay. That's fantastic. So it says Mega Man-E Retro, the heroic man YouTuber toy collector. Yeah.
Nice.
This is fantastic. So good.
It is.
And you recognize this guy, folks? All right. This is, it says, yeah, there it is. Faker Ray, the evil robot of collecting classics and destroyer of glorious beards. That's right, because he just shaved off his beard.
Yeah.
That's right. Gamer Bud's been going back and forth with him about him shaving his beard.
That's right. This next one is my favorite one, by the way.
Oh, God.
Love it. Blushing Bobby.
I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so we can all get the full effect. He's got the armor down all the way.
Yeah. Why do I have to be like posed? You know, like
I love that you're posed. That's fantastic. Well, listen to your description. This is why. Yeah. Beautiful blushing Bobby at arms, master of arms, master of the ladies, and master of your heart. That's why you're in that. That's why you're in that pose.
I appreciate that. Yep.
I think I like the next one coming up too quite a bit. This is why I definitely saved this one for last. Zoom it out a little so everybody get that full.
That's so cool. I love that Beastman has my glasses.
Yep. That's great.
Beast Vader, the savage artist and ripper of grizzes. That's so cool.
It's cool that he's got the old toy whip.
Yes, I love that. And he also has the Skelevator logo on his chest, and the Vader helmet's down there at the bottom. Man, looks just great. Like me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic, Bud. We appreciate that. That's great work.
Yeah, we gotta, Bud. We gotta figure out a way to make posters of these for folks that want to get them.
Yeah. That'd be great.
All right, guys, you heard it. Bud's gonna start selling prints for everybody.
Yep.
There we go.
If you want your Toy Frenzy Awesome-verse Masters of the Awesome-verse Toy Frenzy figures, posters of those figures, you can contact Bud and he'll take care of that for you. We'll help out too, Gamer Bud. We'll help out the way we can. It's such a cool thing, man.
It is.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Yeah.
I've never had anybody do that for me before. Drew a picture of me before. That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Amazing artwork, bud. Yep.
Yep.
I'm so used to doing art for other people and, designing things and working on different projects. Is really nice to just kind of sit back for once and just enjoy. Bud did his best to resist showing me for days, and I wasn't bugging him about it. I wasn't asking him about it, but he's just so passionate and so
Yeah.
excited about it that he had to kind of just show it off. And I told him, I was like, dude, you should be excited. You should be proud of the work you put into these
Yeah.
because they're incredible. Absolutely incredible. And he did
Absolutely.
all of this in a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
Like,
quick.
wow.
Right.
So
So
cool.
talented. Absolutely amazing.
And check this out down here. He says, I can do them for people in the chat. So if you
Awesome.
want, if you folks in the chat, if you want to contact Gamer Bud, he'll do a commission for you.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome. I do plan to ink them, then repost them. Very cool. Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it. Good stuff. Man, we just got to team up with, with Motu Joe and do Retro Rags t-shirts of these guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
there
'em-
we go. That'd be really neat.
Yep.
Um,
I'll be on a t-shirt.
yeah, me too, man. I mean, this would be amazing. Gamer Bud, if you when you ink them and if you decide to color them, let us know. I'll contact Motu Joe and see if that's something that we can do. I'm sure he works with artists all the time. I know he works with artists all the time, so there's probably a deal he can work out. Not assuming anything, Joe, if you're watching this, I'll be reaching out to you eventually.
We gotta have talks first, to make sure and see what we can do.
Talk it out first. Figure out what the logistics are, right?
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. But we will have it coming. Something will be brewing. That's for sure.
Yeah. We've been talking about Toy Frenzy stuff, so maybe we'll decide on something soon and figure out what we can offer you all.
A lot of exciting plans for the next year, folks. We're not going to make any promises when we'll have anything coming, but we are definitely making big plans moving forward into the next year as the show grows, the audience grows, as the awesome verse expands to encompass more. We're definitely going to be doing more with Toy Frenzy. So,
but remember, we're not going to forget anybody in the chat. So
never.
You guys always be there with us.
That's right.
Yep.
We have it. We have record of every time you're in here. We're thinking of you just as much as you're thinking about being here. So, Bobby's absolutely right.
Discuss what you guys actually mentioned in the chat and all that stuff. So we do know and appreciate that. I just want to say that, because they're a bigger part of this than I am. So that's how I feel with the show.
We all feel that way, that we wouldn't be here without everybody that shows up in the chat every week. All three of us would be like, well, why do we want to do it? We're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it for you all and for the community. I just want to point this out.
No Bobby pillow thing.
The awesome verse Bobby body pillow. Yes.
I slap my name on a lot of stuff, but even I have to draw lines.
Good night, Danny. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here, man.
Thanks.
We'll see you.
Well,
we'll
real
see you
quick,
next time.
If Danny's still in here, I want to make sure that we do this real quick because I just did this together while we were doing the show tonight, guys. For our Patreons, we want to give you a little bit more recognition. We do try to call you out every week, but I want to throw this up here for everybody. And if you want to get your name added to the list, definitely you can sign up for any one of our channels. You don't have to go above and beyond and sign up for all three.
Right.
You can just do one of the three of us. You can do more than one of us. But if you sign up for the channel, we are compiling the list and we are going to start posting that every episode that we do, giving a shout out to all of you great supporters of all of our channels.
Yeah.
So we thank you, and we can't thank you enough for the extra support. All the money that comes into this channel goes right back into the channel to bring you guys better content.
Yep,
That's right. That's
Yep.
right.
So,
so if you're thinking about becoming a patron, think again about it. Not think again like as in not do it, but think again as in maybe do it. Yes.
think again, buddy.
The truth is, if you can't do it, that is perfectly fine. That this is not about that at all. We just really that everything you give to us, we try to give back.
Yep.
So for those of you that already do support us, thank you so much.
Yes,
and
it's appreciated.
Just know that it goes to a good cause. And no. Nolan, I'll be able to sub in January. No pressure, Nolan. No pressure. But that's very cool. That's
Absolutely.
very cool. We look forward to it. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. I mean, if you can definitely afford to, thank you so much. But again, if you guys can't, that's absolutely fine too. I mean, we try to shout all you guys out each and every episode as it comes anyway, because we just love y'all being here every week. Whether you can get that a little bit extra or not it's not why we do this. We do this just to come and hang out with you guys. We've had a couple of talks even just this past week about how amazed we are at the support we get from you guys. Just
That's
with
true.
everything.
Yeah, that's the
Being
truth. I
here
remember
each and every week.
Yep.
Like we're still in awe that you guys are still watching us every week.
Yeah, right.
Every week. I always think right before we launch the show, I'm always thinking to myself, I hope everybody that we know shows up, because it's part of what really fuels us. So I mean, you're all part of this too.
Yeah, I get the pressure of too, like that. I hope I entertain, or I hope I don't fall flat. So that's always my worry. But then you guys always pull me up, so it's always good.
You guys do that for me. What are you talking about? So any final thoughts before we close up shop tonight?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll go. Guys, everybody, thank you for being able to join us. We really like doing these fun kind of special episodes. It started with our Halloween haunt with the Horde, and then we had so much fun doing like that special themed episode. We did it again for Friendsgiving, where we had Mega J. Again, we had Ray from Collecting Classics. We had several other of our friends from across the Awesome Verse join us for that night as well. Legends of Grayskull podcast joined on with us. I mean, it was just a huge cast all night. And then we had all of our, most of our guests even chime in and send in a video clip to say hey to everybody.
Yep.
And this tonight we wanted it to be like a little bit more intimate, like a close family gathering, which is why we definitely sent out that invite to Jay to join us tonight, as well as Ray. Because again, there's certain foundations within the community that are just a part of this Toy Frenzy family.
Absolutely.
They've kind of been around from the start, growing with us and coming along the way. And again, guys, it all starts with you. So Merry Christmas to all of you, and Happy Hanukkah for those that celebrate Hanukkah. And, looking forward to seeing more of you in the new year. I know several of you I will probably be seeing on Christmas Eve, because even though Christmas Eve is a Saturday night, Ozzy Claus is still gonna come live and spend some time with you guys. I don't know if I'll do another 4-hour stream like the other week or whatever, but did 5 minutes of scrapbooking and 3 hours and 55 minutes of just joking around with the chat and having a good time.
Awesome.
That's good.
But yeah, you guys are amazing. So again, Merry Christmas. Thank you all for being here every week. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yep.
For sure. Thank you, Oz. Bobby, how about you?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, everybody who celebrates whatever you celebrate, do it with your family, your friends. We consider you all our friends. We love having you here tonight. So it's been a blast, and looking forward to. I know we got another episode before the new year, but I want to say hopefully you have a great new year, and just enjoy your time with everybody here. That's pretty much all I got for now. I'm kind of like
cool.
lost for words. Yeah, just
That's
emotional.
all right. I get it. That's gold, man. I second all of what you all said. I want everyone watching to have a happy several holidays here coming up. Whatever it is that you celebrate, I hope that you're able to do it with family or friends or anyone that's close to you. Be safe. Don't go driving around in dangerous situations. Beware of the weather. Take it easy and make sure you get some relaxation if you have any time off too. Make sure you take advantage of that downtime to relax and take a breather. Life can get really overwhelming sometimes. It does for me, especially around the holidays. So I get it, man. Allow yourself to a day or two to just chill. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that I know we'll see you again next week. So we're going to see you after Christmas. We have a show coming up. We're really excited about it. We're going to be right before the new year. We're going to be talking with Legends of Grayskull, Sean and Matt, and also we've got one half of Podcasters of the Universe showing up too. So we're going to be talking about we're going to be comparing our feelings about classics versus origins. So it'll be an exciting discussion next Thursday with some really awesome folks that we all admire and love. So be sure to tune in next Thursday. It'll be a lot of fun. And the usual YouTube thing, click like and subscribe on all of our channels. All the information is down below for our Patreons if you're interested. And Ray, hopefully Ray starts feeling better soon. Absolutely.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And Ray, we're sorry you couldn't be here tonight, man. It would have been fun. So hope you're feeling better soon. And these are the best. Holidays are meant to be spent with good friends. Absolutely. No matter what you celebrate, absolutely. So thank you, Nolan. That's very sweet. It's true. Please click like and subscribe. Do all the YouTube things. Follow each other's channels. Look each other up on the chat. Click on each other's names. Follow each other. It's this community is growing and it's wonderful, and we're all great people. I mean, we're all great people. You are all great. You're all great.
We're so great. No,
you're so fantastic.
And we're humble.
Yeah, I'm humble. I know that.
Yeah,
it's a humble bumble, right?
Humble bumble, right there. Yeah, you are all great. I just bumble over my words. But follow each other and help strengthen the bonds of this community. It's great. Be careful with your monies. Don't overspend. And as Jay said earlier, collect what gives you joy, right? So thank you all so much for being in the chat. Thank you all for watching. If you happen to be cruising through California at the beginning of the year on the 5th or the 7th of January, be sure to stop by the Downtown Artist Gallery in Fresno, California, where you'll be able to see the homemade massive play sets that I made based on Masters of the Universe play sets, along with some other things. This Trapjaw painting will be there too. But I know that's a far reach for some of you, but I know some of you are local, so hope you can swing by. That's a lot. I just said a lot of words in about, what was that, 5 minutes of talking?
We're getting better at this, folks. It's just
are we, or am I saying more? I feel like every week I'm saying more things. It's hard.
Just remember when for the holidays,
eventually
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, please, Bobby, continue.
I was just gonna make a joke. It wasn't anything important.
Well, that's what I was gonna do. So make your joke, and then I'll make my
I was
joke.
just saying, just for the holidays, just like Uncle Eddie, make sure you check if your shitters are full.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, all I was going to say is eventually the live streams are just going to be the laundry list of plugs that we do all episode. All right, folks. See you next time.
Yeah, 5 hours later.
Long
goodbye.
Well, all right. Well, now's the end of the long goodbye. We'll start saying goodbye as I inch over here to click on end broadcast. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
Bobby, Oz, I want to thank you guys for being awesome and helping me get through.
I appreciate it. I try to be awesome, but we'll see.
You are.
I'm kidding.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah.
Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.